Can you hear me okay? Should be able to. Connection is strong. My Wi-Fi company worked magic for me. Not really. They just did something. I don't know what they did. Where's the comments? Let's see. There we go. Okay. So welcome in. That's right. Okay. So happy Sunday, loves. Welcome in. I'm excited to do this message. Thank you for being patient. You guys know I'll always show up, but sometimes things just happen. I swear, like for me this whole month, like I've had issues with my phone, with text messages, my iMessage, because I have an iPhone iMessage. I swear it's like if I didn't know any better, I would think Mercury was in retrograde, but I don't know. I don't know, like a mixture of like interferences and just things, blah, 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 right? So just trying to ride the wave. So hello, Enchanted Pisces. Hi, Lola. So welcome. I'm gonna kind of just give it a second, let people hopefully get their notifications. That's another thing. You know, YouTube is just, they're doing a lot of like maintenance changes, things like that. So a lot of people are continuously getting unsubscribed from channels, or the notifications aren't working for them. I know for me personally, I haven't been getting notifications to certain channels that I like to watch and stuff. So, you know, I don't know how to fix it. I mean, you could unsubscribe and resubscribe, but what I think is probably best is just like hit the notification bell and then hit it again. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I have a few just quick little maintenance things to announce, and I've posted them over the last like few days over on the community page. Number one is another activation workshop, which will be held on February 10th. So what, I don't know, 12 days from now, something like that. And those of you guys who have been a part of the workshops before, you guys know how strong they are, and just, it's different for everyone. And I'm always guided to work with different ascended masters, guides, things like that. So this one in particular, it's just coming through so strongly, the Pleiadians, Jesus, and Mary Magdalene. Okay, so the Pleiadians, I feel, are showing up for a lot of people. So we'll be working specifically with the Pleiadians in this activation workshop. So I'm really excited about it. I usually do them like on portal dates, but it's just like we have like, okay, so February 2nd, 2/2, right? Okay, but just like the way it was lining up, it was just funky. So the 10th was like just a good, for me, time and weekend, and it felt good. And a few of my clients that I have talked to recently, like they were like, when are you gonna do another workshop? And I was like, it's happening in February. I'm just waiting for the, you know, like, let's do it this day, you know? And sure enough. And then like February 22nd, 2/2/2, right? It falls on a weekday, something like that. So anyways, if you guys are feeling called, I will be putting the information in readings in the description box. I did post like a whole thing on the community page, so you can find it there. It's probably like a few posts down. And what else? Oh, so those of you guys who've been following me for a while, like every once in a while, I will offer flash sales. And I've been doing the flash sales, which are like pre-recorded 10-minute readings. And I'm adding it permanently to reading options. Okay, so I now offer a 30-minute general reading, a 1-hour general reading. I have the 1-hour Akashic past life readings that I do. And then now for convenience of the collective and for me, I quite enjoy just the 10-minute readings, you know. Yeah, so they'll be under the description box now going forward. So the 10-minute recorded readings, they are pre-recorded, they're not live. So, you know, but it is an option now, okay? So I hope that, you know, helps who it needs to. I'm sure it will. Every time I do the flash sales, people are like, you know, really, they love them. So I'm just like, you know what, just add it permanently. Another thing is, those of you guys who have been following me for a while, like this is probably a couple years ago or a year, I don't know when I stopped doing it, but I was doing for a while like energetically supercharged, light language infused activation crystals that are the form of a crystal pendant, and they are little clear quartz Lemurian crystals. So you know what? Let me go find one real quick, or mine. I'll show you mine. Hold on one second. All right, so this is basically, I mean, each one's going to be a little different, but this is the gist of it. Okay, so it's just like a copper wire wrapped pendant that is meant to hang around the heart chakra. You know, and they are little Lemurian, see the Lemurian, the markings here on the side. So, but very powerful little crystals. Okay, so that's something that is being brought back. That is something that's being brought back. You know, and it's funny because like I had been thinking about like just over the course of like, I don't know, last like 4 or 5 months, like it's just been kind of floating around there, you know, but for whatever reason, it has to be my old readings that are showing up for people. So they're seeing the old description box when I was still doing them. But for whatever reason, like over the past like month and a half, there's been like an influx of people reaching out, emailing me, wanting the pendants. So I'm just like, okay, let's do it again. All right. So that's another thing. Okay. So the Lemurian crystal pendants, and it'll all be under the description box going forward. The new 10-minute readings that are going to be an option for everyone going forward. So like as far as flash sales go, I don't know, they're gone because that's what I was doing, you know? So, you know, I'm sure like every once in a while, like I'll be called to do a flash sale for like the 1 hour or the 30 minutes, but I wanted a viable option right now because obviously there is, economically speaking, you know, I know there's a lot of people who are just needing guidance, and, you know, I do get a lot of emails where, you know, and I'm pretty good at like working with people, you know, but there's been an influx of emails where people are like, I just feel like I need guidance, you know, but, you know, my abundance isn't here in this moment, or, you know, this has happened. And, you know, so, and I, you know, so that's why I'm doing this. And yeah, and then the activation workshop on February 10th. Okay. So the activation workshops are really cool. There's always a very intense guided meditation that, you know, it's always a channeled guided meditation. Okay. So it's not like something that Erica just makes up and is just like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. Like, no, like you guys know, if you've been in the workshops before, like it's very, very different, but also very intense. And like, you know, so I can't take credit for that. Right. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm really excited. Okay. So hi everyone. Welcome. All right. So the message today is, well, first I want to share a little bit about what's been just kind of coming through over the last few days. As far as like the collective of like divine union, divine counterparts, divine feminine, divine masculine, whatever title you resonate with, right? Twin flame, past life soulmate, whatever it is. Okay. There is, an intense kind of like push-pull is what I want to say, right? So it's and what I'm specifically getting is like a timeline split, right? So we are now in this revolutionary age of Pluto in Aquarius, right? For the next 20 years, basically, right? So we're going to see a lot of changes globally, matrix falling wise, like systems being broke down, things like that, right? And the divine masculine energies, feminines are feeling it too. Like I'm getting countless emails, and, you know, it's like, I want to hold space for so many people, but I'm one person, you know, so I feel bad. Like I can't, you know, be there for everyone. And I'm not, you know, I'm not a savior. I'm not, you know, all I can do is guide for you guys to be in charge of your own healing work, your own shadow work, right? So I always am holding loving space for everyone, but I've had an influx of, like, I can't, it's crazy, you guys. And I'm like trying to like get through emails for clients that are booking, and then I'm getting like emails of people who are just feel like they're just lost, like they're in despair, right? And I've been talking about this. So, you know, feminines are feeling it, masculines are feeling it. There's a lot of confusion. You know, I feel like there's an underlying, you know, fear illusion of what comes next, right? And I think that's just overall with this global ascension, people are like, you know, there's a confusion. There's a like, we don't know what's happening. You know, it's kind of uneasy, right? So, you know, if you have emailed, you have reached out, my love, my heart is with you. I've tried to get through, you know, as many as I can and respond. But like I said, I'm just one person. So, you know, just know that my heart is with everybody, you know, and myself included, you know what I mean? But that's what being a light worker is. That's what being a starseed is. That's what being a healer is. We heal ourselves first, right? And we really, you know, we can have guides and teachers and gurus and people like that. And I'm honored to be here with everyone in that light, okay? To way show, to guide, to help, to teach, right? But like I said, right, it can be very difficult at times because we do have to be the ones to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and keep going, right? Keep pushing through, keep going on. You know, trust me, like there's moments where I'm just like, I just want to go back to sleep. Like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? It's intense, right? But at the same time, I'm like, well, I knew every single thing I signed up for before incarnating here. You know, everything, right? So for me, that brings comfort and solace to know that like, no matter what's going on around me or whatever, right? Like situations, it's like, well, you knew this was going to happen and you said, send me, or I'm going to go anyways, right? So yeah, so, okay. So this is all tying into like the masculine energies too, obviously, right? Where they are having to really, like the stuff, coping mechanisms and denial and illusion and all these things are starting to really become more clear and fall away, right? But it brings forth a fear energy, an illusion of fear. But for them, it can feel very real, just like for many of us, right? At times. But it's like, I feel I need to change things. I feel this like push-pull where I'm being pulled into new directions, new paths, new timelines, right? Because they are, but then again, it's like the old version of self is, I don't want to say clinging, but that's kind of what it feels like, right? So there's this like confusion of like, I'm feeling, you know, this enlightenment around things. I'm feeling like an awakening, right? I feel like I'm being pulled into new directions, but I have to be the one, I have to have the strength to do it, right? So there's this, like I said, push-pull of like what they're being guided and called to versus the old ways, the old paradigms, the old stories, the old thought patterns, like everything, right? And we know as we've been on this ascension journey, and the masculine energies are very, like they're very powerful, and they are on you know, on a soul level, right? Like they're not asleep, right? But there's just like this 3D illusion that they're working through. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. A song that keeps coming through for me. Okay, so a couple days ago, I posted Elvis Presley's Unchained Melody because it, you know, and there's different versions of it. People have redone it. But there's definitely like this, you know, like it says like, oh my darling, oh my love, like, you know, da 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 da, and then it says, are you still mine? And that is like a really intense part of the lyrics that keeps coming through. It's like what they're thinking. Are you still mine? Are you still there? Is this real? You know, like, and it's very sorrowful type energy. Okay. Today, a song that keeps coming through that I love Sarah McLachlan. Those of you guys who know Sarah McLachlan, right? I haven't heard this song. I'm getting like full body chills right now. I haven't heard this song in so many years. But it's her song Sweet Surrender. And it's like, you know, she says, you know, she's like, sweet surrender is all that I have to give. So it's almost like this, like like all I feel I can do right now and show up for my feminine, for myself, is to go through this. I want to say the song is Sweet Surrender, but it feels like semi-sweet surrender. Okay, there's a bittersweet energy here for them. You know, and I feel that for a lot of feminines, they're like, right, like in this higher vibration, but I feel that the divine feminine is also feeling that sweet surrender, but sometimes it feels bittersweet, it feels semi-sweet, right? So and then he's, or she, the one part of the song, she says something, the touch of your hand and I'll be the one to fall. And anyway, she talks about like just everything about you is like, right. So you might want to look up the lyrics, maybe listen to that song, that, and then the Unchained Melody is like, just, it's really strong. And for some reason, just this past week, like just, you know, the universe is always speaking to us, right? So just this past week, out of nowhere, I've been getting so many references to Elvis and Priscilla Presley. Okay. You know, which obviously I don't know, right, like on a personal level, but what I pick up on and feel from their love was, you know, they were, I mean, he was broken. I mean, she left him because he was so just stuck in it all of the fame and performing, and then he got really mixed up for coping mechanisms and to numb himself from deeper lying issues. He was, you know, being medicated, and, you know, I don't know. I know that like he had a manager that was very toxic and kind of pushed things onto him so he could keep going and showing up on the stage for, you know, to make money. But, you know, at the end of the day, like no one was like forcing, like full on forcing it, right? So it was a coping mechanism. It was numbing. It was substance abuse. It was all this stuff. And I feel that a lot of the masculines, that's what they're breaking free from. It's like the way that I've numbed myself, the, you know, whatever it is, drinking, you know, weed, you know, I think for a lot of them, because there's a lot of people walking on earth at this time who their bloodlines have suffered with codependencies and addiction. And that's what a big part of a lot of people are breaking as far as ancestral curses, right? So it's about living in your truth, being raw, real, showing up, and not doing it in a medicated or, you know, codependent, numbing type of way. Okay. So anyways, so yeah, so Elvis, Priscilla, they're showing up nonstop. And then on my Instagram, I posted it because they've been showing up. It was crazy. I follow, Audrey McGraw, who is the, I believe, youngest daughter of Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. And her voice, I mean, everything this woman touches is phenomenal. It's beautiful. Like they made a freaking like prodigy angel baby. Okay. But boom, showed up Unchained Melody. And I was already hearing it, but it was just like a version of her singing like a cappella on the piano. And she's just, you know, and I posted it and I said, this is like the most beautiful cover of a song that I've ever witnessed. Like it's so beautiful. So anyways, so those are the two songs that are coming through very, very crazy, especially Sweet Surrender today is like nuts. So I think that they are in this mode of sweet surrender. But there is a lot of, you know, confusion and pain. And one thing that I want to specifically talk about, and I'm going to be pulling on this in the reading, is past life wounds, okay, that are resurfacing, that they have been ignoring, pushing down. You can't ignore it anymore. That's for all of us, right? So it can come up, you know, where you just start maybe feeling out of alignment. You start feeling heavy. You start feeling depressed. You start feeling, right? But it's like these old dense energies being brought up and worked through because the density is being cleared as we are rising, ascending more and being more activated and coming into these new versions of self and timelines, which is what the masculines are really struggling with. Like I said, it's like I want to change. I feel I need to in a huge way. But there is a fear around leaving those comfort zones because everyone fears that. That's why people stay in comfort zones, right? So let's just see what wants to come through. Let's see, you know what? I'm gonna start with this. I just keep hearing it. Sweet surrender is all that I have to give. So, all right. So let's see here. So welcome in, my loves. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Okay, so going back to the past life wounds. Something that has kept the masculines blocked in a big way, or that have created a blockage, a fear blockage, is specifically tied to past lives with their feminine, past life wounds of it's like they're subconsciously attaching stuff that has happened in past lives where they've lost you. They've lost their feminine. And I don't think most of them know, right, why they have this fear around movement forward. But that's what's coming through in a huge way. It's the fact that they've lost you in past lives to, you know, illness, right? Sickness, disease, famine, death, whatever it is, okay? Like, we've had crazy, crazy past lives, right? So there's this underlying fear of, I know what it's like to lose this person. So it holds them back. It has held them back. You know, and that's not going to be for everyone, but it's coming through very strongly. So there's this working through past life attachments and tapping more into their strength and their power and healing, to overcome that, which I do feel that they are doing. It's actually, I'm getting like fuel to the fire. So I feel that's like fueling a lot of what's taking place right now for them. So let's just see. Okay, I just wanted to make sure this was up right. Funny too, because I just split it like a couple times and I saw courage and envy. Are you still mine? Right? Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. Oh, you cannot make this stuff up. As soon as I literally said the word lonely, loneliness flew up. You guys know. Like, I'm telling you, like, you know, some of us, we get very strong lyrics, music. One of the way I get like messages for readings is through just feeling, right? Visions, dreams. But then it's literally like so much music that comes through, and it's very significant. I know that I am never alone. Okay, so there is this very isolated, lonely feeling. And I do feel that, like, you know, when it comes to the divine feminine, they're just feeling more like they're feeling this on a higher level. Like, I'm never alone. I'm starting to feel this more and more and more. Okay, but they, in their 3D reality, do feel alone. Very alone. Okay, doesn't matter how many people are around them. And I think that's like a big part of like, well, why, why am I feeling so lonely? Why am I feeling this hopelessness? Why, and then it's like the higher self is kicked in and the soul, and it's like, well, if you create these changes, and stop trying to people please, which is what they've been doing their whole life, trying to appease, for a lot of them, it's parental stuff, family stuff, right? Generational curse breaking. It's like they want to not disappoint people. They don't want to go out of alignment of what the expectation is of them, but also they will suffer in silence in situations, karmic partnerships, marriages, whatever, jobs, their own thinking, but mostly it's like because they don't want to let other people down around them, so they stay, or they keep repeating these cycles. That was crazy. Okay, so loneliness, grief, sweet surrender. See, everything that's coming through is showing up like that. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. They're grieving. They're grieving over the loss of you. And it's adding to this loneliness. But it's also, again, fueling a fire of releasing 3D attachment. It's like the higher self goes, if you do this, which is where you're being guided, even though it hurts, even though it could be painful to cut cords, cut ties, to put up boundaries, to step out of these comfort zones, this is what you get. This is the prize. Okay, and I feel that they are feeling that more and more and more and more. Okay, so yeah, there's for some of them, they might actually be grieving like a loss. Maybe someone close to them transitions out, passes away, you know, things like that. So surrender. I can release my need to control. And that's what they are going through right now is, you know, stepping into a state of trust and faith rather than control, where they try to do everything, control the situations, the outcomes, right? Sorry, like a hair. Let's see what's behind this. Fear. Ooh. All right. See how I remember? Okay, so I said it's like more like a semi-sweet surrender or a bittersweet surrender, because it's scary. It's they're overcoming a lot of fear-based patterns and illusions at this time. And the more we move into 2024, the more this stuff falls away. See, I want to surrender. I'm processing a lot of past life emotions, grief, and I even said that a big thing is they know what it's like to lose you from past lives. Both of you guys, you know. And it's also a fear around, right, being vulnerable, opening up, accepting, you know, their new paths and timelines. And I was going somewhere with that, but I just kind of lost my train of thought. Okay. Anyways, it's about overcoming this fear, surrendering up the fear and the illusion. Okay. Let's do some tarot real quick. Wow. Thank you, Spirit, for always backing me up. Sweet surrender is all that I have to give. All right. Show me the energy around these blockages, please. I saw something that was... There's also an exhaustion type energy, like it's like someone who's swimming against the current, right? And at first, maybe you can swim against the current, you know, but then you start getting exhaustion. You start running out of breath. Your body starts feeling like, I can't give up anymore, right? It reminds me of like someone who is trying to swim from the shore of the ocean to an island, right? So they're exhausted. They're tired. And that's what I think is also feeling this surrender energy, you know? All right. King of Wands. I will say this, okay, obviously always use your discernment, but like for some, they may, you know, want to come forward, or it might be like they come forward or they, you know, reach out, communicate something, but it could be a little premature for some of you guys, because it's almost like they're transitioning out of like the old timelines and old ways, versions of self and stuff, but they may still be clinging to the... you know, the feeling of like, my life is sad, I feel lonely, I'm grieving, there's so much going wrong, you know, things falling apart, and they may like reach out still in a unhealthy type ego, where they are like you know, fix me, you know, help me, you know, heal me, you know, nurture me, which that's all okay. But if they're doing it because they want you to fill the wounds and make them feel better rather than just healing themselves or dealing with their own stuff, right? So that's gonna be for some. But I feel that there's a lot of strength. They're just struggling with the ego here. Okay, because I was asking for the blockages, and it would be themselves that are the block. Okay, but they've got their eye on the prize. Okay, that is coming through very strongly too. Eye on the prize, eye on the prize. It's like, you know, dangling the carrot to a horse, you know, and the horse just keeps going, right? It's like that. Like you're like the carrot. You're the energy for them and the person for them that, like, you know, keeps them going, or, you know, they can feel that. They know. All right, tell me about this King of Wands. It's the Two of Cups. Yeah, it's you. See, that's exactly what I just said. You know, and I do feel that there is, you know, this like very strong feeling of like, I want to take action, but they have to like, they have to overcome their own stuff right now, which, as things feel like they're falling apart for them, you know, sometimes that's what keeps people stuck. Like, things start going wrong, and instead of taking a leap of faith or going in a new direction and changing your lives, right? People just, they freeze up, they get scared, and they just sit and they just stay. Okay, so I think that's the struggle here, right? Is getting out of a freeze mode, and actually doing something that you're so afraid of. The Moon. There's the subconscious energy that I was talking about. The deep emotion, the grief of what it feels like to lose their divine counterpart. All right, but it's also about illusion. And then there's the Tower. See, living in the illusion that they've been in is creating towers. And for many of them, they're aware of this, like they know. It's because they cling to old cycles that they're done. They're done. The universe is breaking stuff down. I also think this Moon card, right? I think it's also like strong indication that they are following their intuition more and more and more. Page of Wands, Three of Cups. Yeah, see, there's something about, like, you know, I'm getting like, if you're feeling froggy, leap. You know, and I think that is going to come through more and more and more in the, you know, through February, the next, you know, few weeks, month, March, all the things. Like, it's like they want something real, strong, stable. This is them thinking about, you know, starting a new adventure. This is about them, like, you know, having more of like this, like, you know, kind of lighthearted type energy. Okay, and then having a reunion or union coming together again with their person. Also, for this isn't going to be for everyone, but for some of them, they are, you know, seeing more and more and more that it's like what they once thought was stability and a strong foundation in their life, whatever that means for them, they're seeing that it's not, that it's faulty. And they're seeing why as well. Okay. So for a lot of them, they're, you know, in the midst of like no longer giving to something here and wanting to give to something here, and have some kind of a very solid, stable energy in their life once again, because things have not felt stable or sturdy. All right, so let's get some messages here. That was so crazy about the lonely card and then the surrender card. Like literally, I love that. Like literally, as I was saying the word lonely or singing the word lonely, the lonely card came up. All right. All right. So hi, everybody. Hope that everyone is doing good. All right. So I'm going to first get just like a couple messages from my message deck, and then we'll hop over to, I'll get a couple from this message deck as well. Oh, another song that I posted a couple days ago on the community page was Nothing Compares to You. It was the Chris Cornell version, because I love, you know, they're all different and unique, right? Sinead O'Connor, Prince, right? But the Chris Cornell version for me personally is a very, I don't know, it's just, I connect with it in such a huge way. So I posted it the other day, and that's, again, a huge, you know, seeing more and more and more that, like, right, nothing compares to you. But it is also a song of grief and loneliness. Wow. Bottom of the deck, as I happen to look down. Literally everything I just got done saying. I can see through the illusions of my life, but I am still clinging to the old story. See what I say? Push, pull. I feel called to go this direction, but fear rises up, you know, unworthiness is kind of coming up, but this is the shadow work that needs to be done. I am fully reconnected to my soul's consciousness. I am integrating, which they are. That's what they're doing. You know, this kind of, you know, work, it does not happen overnight. Yeah, just be discerning. Like if you know, if this person reaches out, you'll know immediately. Like, are they still coming to you in a wounded state? In a wounded ego state? Like I said, where they just want to stay shelled up, but they want you to heal them or bring them solace, comfort, right? Or are they coming to you in a more enlightened state, being open and vulnerable? And then allowing you to step in and you guys nurture, comfort each other. We belong together. I've always felt this, and it's taken time, but I am ready to make this happen. See? So, you know, everyone's going to be in different places. And I feel that, you know, a lot of them, they're gearing up. They're gearing up. So feeling, yeah, like, again, nothing compares to you. Like, we belong together. I feel this. I am stuck in karmic loops. We are always connected, but please don't put your life on hold for me. Which is what they've been battling with, you know what I mean? Being stuck in those karmic loops and feeling like, you know, you deserve goodness, you deserve happiness, you know, but they've lacked their own worthiness and self-love, right? And for some of you guys, you know, your person might be in this state right now, or, you know, for the time being. And I think that's actually a beautiful message, because me personally, just being a reader and, you know, having the platform and stuff, like, I see a lot of feminines who do put their lives on hold, which is not what we're meant to do. They will put their lives on hold, hoping, wishing, and praying for physical union, you know, and that's not what this is about. So it's like the masculine is coming through actually on a higher level, right? And saying, like, this is what's going on with me, so please, like, you keep rising, you keep healing, you keep, manifesting. Like, don't wait for me. I would never want you to wait for me, which we should never be waiting for anyone, right? That's a part of self-love. Okay. And then bottom of the deck here is, I'm completing a huge cycle that I have been resisting for a long time. I am turning the wheel of destiny. Yeah, I feel that strongly. Okay. So, you know, this is kind of a message of, like, you know, it's confirmation, but it's also like trust in the journey, trust in the universe, trust in the path. Okay. But I do feel more and more that, right, there's a strong, like, I want to create heaven on earth with my feminine. We're meant to create heaven on earth together. All right. Can we just get a couple more messages, please, in regards to all of this? The thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. I do feel that very strongly too, yeah. Oh, and then look, we have from two different decks. We belong together. I have always felt this, and it's taken time, but I'm ready to make this happen. Okay, and then here, similar message and confirmation. It's always been you. I don't know how to tell you the truth. I want a new beginning. My heart always comes back to you, even when I don't want it to. That's the control of, like, what is it with this person? My heart always comes back to this person. My heart's been with this person. This is the one person I've met in my life that I cannot, like, like, they're just there always, right? But they have definitely tried to move on and move forward, because that's their ego of the King of Wands, of, like, you know, oh, I could, you know, there's not anyone that I've not been able to move away from, you know, so why should this person be any different, even though it feels different? You know, it's all that. All the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. They used to light up my world. Okay. Get one more, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Bottom of the deck. Perfect. I worry that you moved on and this is all in my head. Is it? And do you still think about me? So again, that's a part of the control, where it's like, you know, not trusting themselves enough to follow their intuition and what their higher self and heart are telling them. Wondering if they're just crazy, right? But again, I think there's more and more clarity on that, of like, no, this is something real, and I want to know more about it. I want to know, is it real? You know, do you still think about me? And then tying it all up, again, proves the point of, like, what I said about the subconscious fear and block of, like, I know what it's like to lose this person, and it was unbearable in some past lives. Like, it was unbearable. and they can kind of feel this, right, on a deeper level. Maybe they don't know why, obviously, but it's like, oh, it's because I've lost this person before. And instead of going through that pain again in this lifetime, just in case something, you know, like I can handle anything. They can't, right? But when it comes to the loss of their divine counterpart, it is unbearable. So they stay away. Okay. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. See? All right. But they are definitely keeping track of you. Okay. For a lot of you guys that's online, you know, maybe asking people about you. For a lot of you guys, it's going to be like online social media spying and stuff. But anyways, so that is what I have for today. As far as this stuff goes. So, you know, take what parts are for you, right? And what feels right for you, you know, and never, you know, never force it, you know. And what I mean by that is like, you know, kind of living in, you know, denial because you want this to be happening, right? So again, like the masculine said, like, you know, this stuff takes time. I'm going through stuff right now. You know, it's probably taken some time right now, right? Like I wait, like, right, twin flame, if it's a twin flame journey, like it's called a journey. It's not a trip. It's not quick. This takes years for most, for all this stuff to be released, to be, you know, healed, worked through, you know, all this stuff. For some of you guys, this could be someone entirely like, you know, like a very deep evolved soulmate energy who's going through all this stuff and is about to come into your life, right? I mean, for the most part, people who get guided to my channel, it's like you've already connected to someone and stuff like that. But it just keeps coming through very strongly. So, you know, it's more like a healed version of someone who might be coming through in the ethers and saying things like showing up in your dreams and being like, hey, by the way, like I'm on my way to you, but this is what the dealio is. Okay, this is what I'm going through right now. Okay, so again, take it how it connects with you. All right, but yeah, oof, that loneliness is it's deep, it's heavy. And even like the thought of like, you know, the feminine moving forward, or, you know, connecting with a soulmate, I don't know, whatever. It's very difficult for them to think about right now. I mean, it has, but, you know, but because of like the, you know, the distorted ego or whatever, it's held them back. And, you know, instead of fueling them into healing, right? So now much healing is occurring. Much deep stuff is coming up for everybody. But that's why we have the loneliness and the grief that came out here. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And now I'm going to get into the live readings. Okay. So I have, these are going to be cool. I like these, right? So that's what I felt called. And I was like, universe, like what, you know, what should I, you know, connect with or pull on, you know? And then that was the message that came through. It was that, it was about like what people would want to say to you. Now, for some, you know, I'll be channeling for a masculine, but I already can feel it, that for some, there's like a new soulmate here that wants to communicate something to you, and you've yet to meet this person in the physical. All right. So anyways, okay. So I'm going to get into that. I know I'm missing a lot of the comments because there's so many bots in here. You know, I go on, like, there's other readers that I see. Okay, not everybody, but I'll see other readers. And I talked about this in my last live. It feels like it's worse for the readers who are super connected and super, like, the teachers, you know, the way showers. Because I'll see other people's lives, and they don't have all these, you know, the trolling and the bots and all these things. It's a straight up like attack for me. You guys know, if you've been with me for a while, this doesn't happen. Like this is all new. I mean, you get them here and there, but this is all new. You see how it just started happening like out of nowhere? And it's like crazy intense, like how strong the interference is. So yeah, not a coincidence. And that's what I meant like yesterday too, like just even my last collective reading, I was picking up on some very nefarious energies, very toxic energies. And that's why I recorded that reading the other day, which I don't record messages like that, like ever, but it was coming through so strongly. And then yesterday, like trying to go on to the live, it was like when I was trying to go live, it's like, it was just like spinning, and it wouldn't fully reconnect to the live. I was thinking like, oh God, if they're seeing this on their end where it's like Gypsy Cowgirl's going live and then no, and then Gypsy Cowgirl's going live and then no. Okay, but I don't think it fully connected. I don't think you guys, I don't think you saw anything on your end, but I could be wrong. But I was like, oh God, they're going to be like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, it wouldn't let me connect. It was, out where I live, my cell service is not very strong at all. Okay. It's kind of like a dead zone out here. It's not like horrible, but it's for me. So anyways, so I have to be connected to the Wi-Fi, and then the Wi-Fi signal was really low, and then it was just right. But then I talked to another friend of mine who is a reader as well on here, and she experienced the same thing. So it was just because I knew that she was going live too. But anyways, oh, okay, Alex, cool. I just saw your comment. Yeah, I was like, well, they'll know, but anyways, like I said, the past like month, especially the past like several weeks, for me, it feels like Mercury is in retrograde, but I just know it's a lot of, darker interference trying to block, a lot of the time. So anyways, all right. So today, the live readings today, I'm going to be channeling out what your person wants to say to you that they're not saying, that they really would want to say. All right. So I'll channel it out the best I can. Let me read off the list real quick. If there's anyone else that wants to get on the list today, I will take, a few more people if anyone is called. The energy exchange to get a live reading today is $25 USD, and you can submit your payment to Gypsy Cowgirl Tarot. It's all one word, on PayPal and Cash App. And on Venmo, it's a little different. It's Gypsy Cowgirl _Tarot. So yeah, and then I'll see the payment come down on my end, but to come back into the chat and give me your first name and put paid. Angel. Yeah, there has been a lot of power outages, yeah, in Northern Cali, yeah. There's been a few around here. I mean, I've had them happen at my home too, but yeah. Okay, so, all right, so let me add Lola. Thank you, Lola, my love. I saw Lola, and then Rebecca. Saw Becca too. Okay. All right. Hold on one second, loves. Why is this not? There we go. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. So, okay, I'm going to read off the list really quick so everyone knows kind of where they're at in case you don't want to sit through the whole list and you want to just come back or watch the playback. Number 1 is Jennifer C. 2 is Mayrette. 3 is Alicia K. 4 is Susan. 5 is Carly. 6 is Baldish. 7 is Danielle M. 8 is Kara B. 9, Katie J. 10 is Liz Torrey. 11 is Elaine. 12 is Amala. 13 is Marianne Masso. 14 is Alex. 15, Alexandria. 16, Veronica. 17, Yolanda. 18, Lola. And 19, Rebecca. Okay, so All right. So, oh, good night, Lola. I know it's late there in Belgium for you. I know. But thank you for hopping on for a little while. All right. Kara, you're number 8, love, right? Yeah, Kara, you're number 8. Maybe I read the list a little too fast. Sorry. And then Alex, yes, 14. Yep, you got it. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. All right, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Okay, so for Jennifer. Let's go, little mama. All right, so what do I want to do? You know what? I'm gonna do the messages, and then I'll pull a tarot card for everyone. All right, so let's see. For Jennifer C. All right, so for Jennifer. What is the energy message for Jennifer? One more, please. Or 2 more. All right. Let's see here. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. Interesting, but I feel resistance around that too. Let's see what the other ones say. I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. Let me pull the tarot on that. So these are the messages. Okay, so this is like what they would say to you, what they're not saying to you, what they're holding back, what they want to say, but they don't, right? All the things, okay? I feel that that is like what this person would desire or want, but let's see what the tarot says, because there's something. Probably like an incoming breakthrough communication type energy. Yeah, see, there's, okay, so, and then see, that's the resistance that I just talked about and felt, okay? So this is truly what's coming from the soul as far as the messages go. But there is a great deal of healing with temperance occurring, okay? Sagittarius energy with that one, and then we have more fire here. Okay, so, but this is the resistance. This is the resistance, that there's inner conflict that they are dealing with, is what I want to say. Okay, but yeah, there's balancing here. It's happening on like a soul level. But there is still this confusion energy here. And I feel too with this I feel that there's a little bit of like a possessiveness, okay? Like, not like psycho-possessive, but like I feel like you're mine, you know? Even though I don't say it or I don't show it, I feel like you're mine, okay? So that hopefully that brings some, confirmation and insight to you. But the beautiful energy there is things are trying to balance, and it's like the divine is helping as well. Let me just get one of these. I don't know. Let's see. All right. And then number 2 is Mayret. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. All right. So yeah, they've been in a hermit mode. Yeah. See the miser. See. So it's like this is their truth, but they're still in a mode of holding back and working through stuff. Okay. The miser, yeah, being afraid. Miserly energy is fearful energy. But they do apologize for judging, for maybe not believing, for ghosting, for, however it is for you in your situation. But yeah, so could be an apology coming in. Maybe not right this second, but free will, they have free will, but it just feels like it's kind of off in a distance. Okay, so this is like what they're feeling, but maybe that something doesn't happen, or they communicate or open up or whatever, right? Until, you know, I don't know. It could happen over the next couple months. It could happen over, I'm getting like just a month. Okay, so I don't know. Again, free will plays a huge factor in timing and what happens, because people, especially the masculine energies, they're like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, right? So you can get messages one day where it's like, yeah, like this is what they're desiring, and like this is kind of right. But then a week later, 2 weeks later, they could get back into like that fear-based thinking and get all freaked out, and then it like shifts the energy a bit and like the timing. Okay, so you guys know, always take it with a grain of salt, right? But yeah. All right, so that was for Jennifer, and number 2 is Mayret. Let's see. What does this person want to say to Mayret that they are not saying? I'm a fool. I'm a fool. And I'm hearing only fools rush in, but I can't stand, or what is it? Falling in love with you. Yeah, Emily, for sure, girl. Here, hold on 1 second. I'm just like kind of like whatever, but it's probably more annoying because I'm not looking at the comments. It's probably annoying for you guys more than anything. All right, have at it, girl. Hold on real quick. All right, so hopefully I'm doing that right. Managing moderator. Okay, so you are now a managing moderator for this channel. There you go. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. And I'll make it worth your while, too. Okay, so we'll talk. Oh, Mayret's here. Okay, yay. All right. So let me know, Emily. You should be able to block people. If it's like real spammy where they keep coming in and it's just like one after the next of the same name, just block them from the channel. You know, you can gauge it. I trust you. I trust you. But trust me, do not... If it's just one spammy thing after the next, just block the hell out of them. And if it's like just someone who's inappropriate or coming in, you know, you have the option of putting people on a timeout. So sometimes I'll just, you know, put them on a timeout for 24 hours because they're not subscribed to the channel. They're not going to come back, you know. But yeah, don't be shy with the blocking. That's for sure, you know. So, okay. So let's go for Mayret. Thank you. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but all of a sudden, just cray cray. All right, for Mayret. What does Mayret's person want to say that they are not saying? Would I be rejected if I contacted you, and do you still want me? This is very heavily on their mind, but they're battling through insecurity big time, right? So it's like the example of like, actually I just watched the Elvis movie on Netflix or rewatched it. And you know, like even famous, like insecure energy is like, you know, like he performed and he's the king, right? He's Elvis. And he performed, and then his first thing that he says, looks over to his toxic manager after the performance, and he says, "Did I do okay?" Looking and seeking for approval, okay? So it's like this insecure energy, and I don't know why that's coming through. It's like, do you still want me? Definitely pulling on your energy big time. Okay, so, you know, honestly, Mayra, I feel that there's some communication coming, but like I said in the collective message, and I know you discern, but is the communication still coming from a place of the wounded ego? Or are they coming in more vulnerable? I feel more vulnerability, to be honest with you. I miss your beautiful smile and your joyous laugh. There's also something about your voice, okay, that this person feels, it's highly activating to this person. So literally, like, your voice to this person is calming, it's soothing, it's meditation, it's, you know, it's healing. I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. They used to light up my world, which is true. And that beautiful bright light that lights up their world also, right, freaks them out. So let's get one more. Being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you too much. See, did I not just say I feel communication? I feel some type of contact. Let's see what the tarot says. For Mayrat, please. King of Wands, yeah, see, releasing that burdensome energy, getting out of the ego, getting out of their own way. This is action-oriented, fiery type energy. They're in a mode of releasing burdens, okay? Universe is forcing choices from the heart at this time in a big way. All right, so you always get something like this. I love it. I mean, it's just confirmation. It's consistent. You know what I mean? They're burning up. They are burning and yearning for you. Oh, I forgot about the nudity in the Rider-Waite-Smith. See, YouTube can patrol, you know, stuff like this, but they can't freaking get a handle on, you know, freaking trolling and stuff like that, right? So you guys know I've been talking about that. You just keep rising, sister, because they're feeling that more and more. It's like they are feeling this, like, I need to be on their level, you know? Okay. I also feel that like what I talked about in the collective reading about expectations and being a people pleaser, I feel this very strongly with this person, where other people's opinions, they've held a lot of weight for this person. And I feel that's what they're working through, is the judgments, the you know, releasing of like what this person might say or what this person might think, or, oh, you know, like, you know, and just their own stuff too, right? So, but that is what I have. So let's see, I'll get one more here with this one. And then number 3 is Alicia. Wow, I feel you're dead on, and you came in my dreams Friday night. Okay, yeah, there you go, yeah. See, a lot of them are showing up more and more and more in the dreams. You know, as they draw closer, from the 5D into the 3D again. That's why I've been talking about the dreams and how significant it is when they show up. You know, because like you, Mayrat, like in a lot of Divine Feminines, you've just kind of released, right? Like physical union outcome. It's 111 here in California. And you're just going about your life, right? You're not obsessively thinking about this person, right? Because I feel that like sometimes in the dream state, if we're thinking about something for a lot, it can show up in our dreams, circumstances, people, situations, right? But when you've truly surrendered it and then they show up where you're just like, whoa, this is crazy, out of nowhere. Okay, hi, welcome back. You know, that's what I mean. It's strong. All right, so let me get one more. Moving in silence. Okay, so there's movement happening. They're still quiet, but it's going to be very difficult for a lot of these masculines to not communicate, or, you know, just surrender fully, or more, you know, the more we go into this year, for sure. Especially like this month, I feel too. Yeah, there's a lonely energy big time around that person too, Mayrat. They're feeling lonely. Like, you know, and I think that fuels the, like, you know, I just feel like a lot of them are seeing the true colors of people around them, situations, you know, just how we do when we become more enlightened and aware of things, right? We start seeing through the illusions, the patterns, our family, our friends, you know, the stuff that, you know, we used to really cling to or enjoy. We ascend beyond, right? And I think that's creating a loneliness, because just like most light workers or starseeds or people who start on awakening, or, you know, you feel lonely a lot of the time because people don't get it. They don't understand what you're going through. And I feel that big time with this too. All right. So I'm glad that it connects. All right. Alicia. I don't know if Alicia's in here, but all right. Number 3, Alicia. You know what? I'm going to get a tarot card first. All the flowers that you planted, mama, in your backyard, all died when you went away. nothing compares to you, right? It's like not even the flowers could survive without her love, her light, her nurturing energy. It's representative of the masculine being like, you know, a flower in your garden, you know. All right, Alicia. All right, well, we have the Strength card on the bottom of the deck, but it is showing up reversed. And then we have like this blocked kind of, you know, defensive type of energy. So, you know, we'll see what comes out in the messages, but it feels like that's what they're struggling with. Yeah. Because it's like they're ascending and they're connecting more on a spiritual level, on a soul level. And it kind of feels similar to what I said in the message today, the collective message of like this push-pull. But there's this lack of strength right now, lack of strength and courage. I think when it comes to shifting their life. Okay. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. I don't necessarily think you've said anything to this person or have said things that were like painful. I think that this is just confirmation of like things that you have expressed or shared or whatever. It can be highly triggering for this person. Let's see what else comes out. My memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you too much. I think there's some big realizations happening here in regards to their behavior. And I think they're thinking a lot about like what that would look like to be with you. But again, that lacking that strength and courage right now. Okay, so just again, just keep it like, just keep surrendering it. Just keep letting it go. True divine unions, like your person will magnetize back to you, right? So just trust in that right now. Okay. It's like the wheel of destiny is like slowly turning. It's like it needs some oil. It's rusted. It's like that. That's how I feel it. Okay. So my advice would be, and I know you do this, just keep doing you, keep trusting, you know, surrender things up in that regard and just tap your heart and send this person love because they're hurting. They're hurting. Right? It hurts when you realize, you know, where maybe you feel like you went wrong, even though there's nothing, you know, wrong that they're doing. They're just, it's like blaming themselves, you know? Yeah. Trust me. And that's the best thing we can do. That's the best thing we can do. Which I know that you do, but it is that we'll put it this way. This person knows that you're someone that would be wonderful for them in their life, and they feel that, right? So they're working through their own stuff right now. Okay, so let that strength card start going like this, upright. Okay, there's something turning. Okay, there's a lot of resistance, but there's things slowly turning is what I want to say too. Okay, so yeah, again, these journeys are a process for sure. You know, I'm right there in the same boat with everyone else. Okay. So, all right. So that was for Alicia. Okay. Number 4 is Susan. And then number 5 is Carly. Number 6 is Baldish. And I'll just keep sharing as I kind of go through the names. Okay. So Susan. Let's see. And one more thing, Alicia, is like, I don't know if you guys communicate regularly or how it works between you guys, but it's like I'm just getting like, I really value your friendship. Okay, so they do really value and respect you in that regard too. Okay, these masculine energies, they don't trust. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust, you know, love. They don't trust, you know, whatever. So that's why they control, because they're fearful and they, right? So it's like this slow breakdown of like starting to trust more and more and more. Okay. All right. So for Susan, I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh. I have a feeling this is going to come out several times today for people, because they do. The masculine energies do. I miss your beautiful smile and your joyous laugh. They used to light up my world. Okay. Would I be rejected if I contacted you, and do you still want me? Another one that I think is going to be coming up for people today. I fantasize about getting a second chance with you. This is a real dreamy type energy, you know, fantasizing a lot, things like that, right? Let's see though, like where they're at in the 3D. Let's see. Show me this person in the 3D. It's Pentacles, 3D energy. They could be talking about, you know, just life stuff, things, this and that. You know, they could be getting like advice with people. But there's something here about like, I want to say rebuilding. And this person views you as a highly, highly strong and supportive energy. In the 3 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, see these archways and the architecture? This is like Gothic, like old Gothic, like architecture stuff. They have these kinds of halls like in, you know, different places throughout the world, structures, whatever it is. But it's like, it's all about support and how it's built. Okay, so they feel you as a very supportive energy, whether you guys talk, haven't talked, it doesn't matter. When they think of you, it's like, wow, you know what, like that's someone that I would like to rebuild with, or I think about like what it would be like to start building or rebuild. Let's get one more on that. Ooh. Well, I was right about that, because we got the 6 of Wands, which is always a yes. Okay, but it speaks of victory, success, recognition, and I feel that this person feels like, you know, it would be a very good thing for them to reach out and to try to reconcile or rebuild or build a friendship or collaborate again, things like that. Okay, you know, so whether they do it or not, that's entirely different. That's up to their free will and stuff, but it's going around in the mind, or it's something that's been thought about quite a bit. Okay, I also feel like they feel like things like they lack, you know, like they feel like they're not a victorious energy right now. It's very 5 of Swords. Like I feel like I just sabotage things, and you know, I've sabotaged things my whole life, you know. So you know, take it how it connects, but that's what I got. All right. So, okay, so Carly, let's see, for Carly. Gosh, I just keep hearing that part of nothing compares to you. That all the flowers that you planted, Mama, in your backyard, or in the backyard, all died when you went away. It's an energy of despair and sadness. All right, for Carly. Ooh. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. I think this person is seeing stuff like that. You know, it's like this card always for me means like, you know, oh, I'm in Costco, I'm grocery shopping, whatever, you know, and I see someone, you know, down the way through the crowd that, you know, resembles you, or they see it, you know, for a flash, and it's like, holy shit, is that? No, that's not them, you know. So, and that for me is like wishful thinking, because it feels like it's like, you know, when you're thinking of someone all the time, or, you know, stuff like that, you like psych yourself out. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And I think they at times do wish that like you might just, You know, they could snap their fingers and maybe you magically appear. I don't know. What did I just say about seeing strangers in the crowd, being out and about, and like, you know what I mean? I see you in the face of strangers. You are always with me. I knew that you were right, but I could not admit it to myself or to you. All right, so confirmation of whatever happened or whatever the situation is or was or whatever. They know, it's like, we'll say this, they know that it was something real. We'll say that. But my ego wouldn't let me admit it. I couldn't, you know, I couldn't say it. I couldn't speak my truth. See, 8 of Swords. Up in their head, mental prison. And that's where they're kind of at right now. Okay, so there's like all this like, you know, other stuff going on that, again, these are like deep, dark truths. Okay, so keep that in mind as I'm channeling these messages for everyone. This is like the stuff that they barely even admit to themselves, right? Kind of a thing. But this is where they're at, okay? So up in the head, okay? But they have the ability to free themselves. So we, you know, we pray for their healing and you know, for their free will to surrender and to release themselves from this mental cage. I don't know if this person's an air sign, but I am getting that this person is an overthinker, very analytical. Like they overthink everything, not just about maybe what happened with you guys or this, it's everything. So that's a part of what they got to heal. All right, so that was for you, my love, for Carly. Okay, number 6 is Baldish. All right, so let's see here. What's 22? Nothing compares to you. All right, so Baldish, we'll get a message from a past person, but I also feel like a newer energy around you. I think I said this to you in one of the last messages I channeled for you. Let's see. I suck at shuffling today. All right. Let's get a card for Baldish, please. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something that it's like, I think that whoever or whatever energy that you were connecting to, right? I think that they see that like there could be or could have been great potential. Okay, like they see you as someone who, you know, would be a good, you know, spouse and parent and, you know, things like that. But I feel like they almost, I don't know why, but it's like almost like an energy of like fearing the long term. Fearing the long term. Okay, but I like I said, I feel this other energy around you. Okay, you're closing out some big cycles here, or you've been closing out cycles, or you've been completing some kind of cycle. And it brings forth more stability, partnership, you know, could be marriage, stuff like that. Yeah, there's something about divine timing. All right, so the wheel turning in your favor when it comes to something destined. All right. So let me just get a couple messages from this person, but it's like, that's exactly what I was saying. I could feel something coming in, approaching. It's divinely guided. It's led, you know, it's meant to be on your path. Let's see. Oh. Get messages, please. Past energy for Baldish, messages for this past person or energy. Ooh. I knew that you were right, but I couldn't admit it to myself or to you. Another card that'll probably come out several times today. Because that's how it is when you're in the ego, right? Like, you can't admit you're wrong. You can't admit, you know, things like that, right? You brought out the best in me, and I came alive in your presence. So, you know, take that how it connects. Okay. I think that there's someone coming towards you that you guys bring this out in each other too. Okay, so it's like a past person feeling this, but I feel that there's like another energy approaching maybe over the next couple months, few months, something like that, right? And I feel it's like that, where you guys come alive in each other's presence. And it feels, right? Very fortunate, solid, and stable. I can feel it. I can just feel it. Okay, so yeah, but definitely someone who definitely was on an ego trip here. All right, so that is what I got for you, Baldish. Let's see here. Yeah, like the toxic energy. Yeah, so it's like, you know, they were like stuck in a toxic way. And I think you're moving outright. Whatever cycle is moving forward now with the Wheel of Fortune, and you have 10-10, right? With the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. You're moving beyond the toxicity of relationships and love and things like that. So the only things that are allowed to come in that are, you know, more of a match to you are things that are on a higher level, which is a good thing. All right. For Danielle M. All right, for Danielle, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Ooh. All right, Spirit, what do we have? Messages for Danielle. There is so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. Okay. I settled for second best because I don't deserve you. So I don't know if your person or whoever you're connecting with, I don't know if they went to oh yeah, you're here. I don't know if they went to, if there is some kind of third party involvement, or if this is just like, you know, I settled for second best, like maybe not a person, but just like I settled in life because I just felt like, you know, again, this like unworthy attachment, this illusion, fear, stuff like that, right? Insecurity. It's oftentimes the masculine energies that try to show up like they're like the King of Wands, like they're so confident and they're, you know, like, right? They're often the most insecure, you know what I mean? The most wounded, the most insecure in that regard. So that's just kind of like what I'm getting here. But interesting. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. So this could be like 3D communication, but it could also be 5D communication of someone showing up in a dream, or right, and opening up or sharing a truth. Yeah, okay, yeah, he settled in life, right? Okay, yeah. But I love these kinds of messages because it shows, it proves that it's like, you know, like you're not crazy. It's not all in your head. Like this person pulls on you. They think of you, you know, they're just in that space right now. Okay. So let's see, or, you know, have been, but it's going to be very difficult with Pluto and Aquarius. Yeah. See, stubborn, King of Pentacles, stubborn. Nope, I'm just gonna sit right here and not move. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So it's someone who's like, you know, I get like a stuck energy too. I don't know why. Like someone who feels stuck, but they're not. Yeah, see, and then 10 of Pentacles. You know what too, Danielle? I feel that there could be a King of Pentacles energy, maybe someone maybe new coming towards you too. Because I'm just getting like some kind of like 10 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. That's very grounded. It's great stability. And I also think that, I don't know about this person, what they do for work, how, you know, I don't know if they put a lot of value on money and income and like, you know, things like that. But it almost, I don't know. It just feels like they're just in this like a black mentality, or that's where they've been of like, on the surface, they may act like King of Pentacles or whatever, but deep down, I feel like I don't feel like I could give this person what they truly deserve. I don't know if I'm articulating that the best, but yeah. So they feel very pagey when you know, in comparison to you, right? And I'm also hearing that Shania Twain song, that Don't Impress Me Much. You know, yeah, you've got the look, but have you got the touch, right? And the whole song is about like, she's not impressed by material things. She's not impressed by your car, by the money you make, by the clothes you wear, by, you know, whatever. It's like she's just like true divine feminine, right? Okay, so, and I think that's this, with the material pentacle energy, it's someone who, it's like a, you know, like a, for me, it's like a masculine energy where they provide. Like the way that they show up in love and their way of showing like, hey, I love you, is by, you know, buying things or doing things. You know what I mean? But a true divine feminine needs a masculine energy that's very open-hearted, that's, you know, open emotionally, that, you know, things like that, right? So I think that could have been very confusing for this person, where they picked up on that from you. Basically, you're not needy. You're not needy. And I feel like this person was kind of like, I don't know what to do with this, okay? I don't know. You'll know, but that's just what I'm getting and what's coming through. LOL, very stubborn. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Yeah. Yeah, because the feminines, they're, you know, highly, like, the masculines are very psychic, very intuitive as well, but they're just more closed off from it, right? So, you know, but yeah, I absolutely agree with that for sure. Yeah. Yeah. They are scared of our gifts. Yeah, definitely. How intuitive we are, that we can see through the bullshit that others won't. So they go where it's safe, where it's like, yeah, you can't, you know, with people or situations or whatever, where they can't be seen, truly seen, because the feminine truly sees. And yeah, that is scary for someone that is in the, you know, wounded ego in that regard, for sure. So, all right, love, that is what I have for you. These masculines, I swear, you know, but tap our heart, we send them love, right? All right, so number 8 is Kara. Kara, I don't know if you're in here, love. Hi, Rosalinda. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Now I have that song, That Don't Impress Me Much. I've always loved that song so much. Like, I was just like, hell yeah, you know? Oh, so you're Brad Pitt? That don't impress me much. Right? So, okay. So, Kara, my love. Number 8, Kara. All right. Yeah, you've got the look, but have you got the touch? And a lot of these divine masculines, right, like right now, that's what they're pushing through. That is what they're pushing through and starting to heal in a huge way is the 3D material realm attachments of, well, the way that I've showed up in love, in relationships, and the way that I show my love is by, you know, providing, by doing this, by making money. And a true divine awoken feminine, you know, like we, you know, and we don't hold value. We don't place value on that. Which confuses the hell out of them. They don't know what to think about that, because that's what they're used to, is karmic people, partners who are takers, who are, you know, they like to sink their claws in, and it's all about, you know, it's like, you know, like, you know, oh girl, I just met this guy and he makes 200,000 a year and he drives, you know, I don't even know, whatever, a nice car, you know, and, you know, you know, it's like, ugh, who cares? Yeah, see, very ego driven, all about the facade. Okay. All right. I joke, but you guys know I have a lot of compassion and love for the whole collective, but for these masculine energies as well, because we know how powerful they are. We know how powerful they are and how beautiful of souls that they are. And we see them on that level first and foremost. So, you know, yeah. All right. So Kara, I'm not sure if Kara is still, I know Kara was in here. Oh, there you are. Okay, I see you, Kara. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's get some messages. Let's see. All right, and if there's anyone in here who's on the list, okay, like, you know, when I get close to you or around you or when I get to you, if you don't care about messages from a particular person, just let me know. Erica, can you just read whatever comes through? Sure, no problem. It's your reading. I'll do whatever. I just, you know, I have a lot of these energies on the channel, so that's why I was guided to do it. Letting you down was the worst decision I ever made. For shame, for shame. This person is feeling shame big time. I don't know what, like, you'll know your situation and stuff, but I'm also getting the word embarrassment. Like someone who's like embarrassed by the way they acted or something they said or just their behavior. Like, you know, it's almost like they just know, like, you didn't deserve that. Like, you didn't deserve that, you know? Okay, maybe they ghosted you, breadcrumbed you. I don't know. You know, if that's, like, let's say an example, if that's the case, then this is someone who would be reflecting back on that and going, they didn't deserve that. I should have just not been a coward, and I should have just said, you know what, this is where I'm at. I can't give you what you want. You deserve better, whatever it is, okay? So, okay, Alex. Okay, you got it, hun. I had a feeling. It's funny. Your face popped in when I said that. It's so funny. I had a feeling. So yeah, so you'll know, you know, how this feels for you, but it's like, you know, I know what I did wasn't right, or I know what happened between us wasn't right, you know. Maybe you opened up and they did not. That's, you know, and they're like, you know, I just, there's this like reflective energy. All right. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? So again, there's that reflective energy. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. I don't know what the situation is, love, but it just feels like, again, with this card always, oftentimes it feels like someone who's going, oh, it's been, you know, years, or it's been this long, and, you know, I didn't reach out when I felt I should have, or I, you know, now there's just been too much time, and I don't know. I just, you know, but it's an excuse. It's an excuse. It's still coward energy for me, is my point. I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. All right, let's get a tarot card on this. That's about right. That's about right. Kara, for you too, I'm getting that feeling again, okay, of like something new coming in for you too. Okay? So, you know, you always have free will, right? But the more like we're a lot of feminines, we are calling in, okay, like divine union, divine counterparts, whether that's someone that you've already connected to or someone new. And I feel it very strongly, someone new as well. Okay, so just a little FYI. Knight of Pentacles and Five of Cups. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is, what the case is, but Five of Cups is, I feel the loss. Like, I'm sad. That's what I meant about embarrassment, shame. This is regret. It's feeling the loss, grieving, emotion, you know. And then Knight of Pentacles, there's that, I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late? Because that, yeah, they were dragging their heels, or they just came at a standstill. This is like that breadcrumb energy. All right. I think you personally, this is like side note, I think I pick up with the Five of Cups. I think that you've known a lot of disappointment and hurt, maybe betrayal, sadness, right? Grief when it comes to love and your heart space. And I think that's a part of like, there's almost like this like reward energy that you know, that you're manifesting or calling in, and the universe is it's like balancing some things out here. Speaking of the universe, the world, see, it's like there's cycles completing and then there's new ones beginning. Okay. This is someone who just feels very much that they lost out. It's their own damn fault. It's kind of like the energy that they're embodying or have been embodying. Again, these energies. Yeah. But that is what I have for you, my love, okay? So keep that in mind, that I do feel this new energy. You might actually be getting you might actually have readings that pop up, or maybe you're watching readings where maybe someone's talking about that and it resonates with you. And that could be for any of you guys that for today when I read for you, if it comes through for me, it's for a reason. Notice it's only, it's come through for a few people today on the list so far, but not every single person, obviously, right? So, when it comes through, that's significant for me. All right. Okay, so that was for Kara. I think, Kara, I don't know if I've read for you before, but I feel like maybe this was the first time I read for you. I could be wrong. You guys know my psychic memory is terrible. All right. Okay, so Katie, number 9, Katie J. Katie. You know what? I need to go get my gum. I'm wondering if anyone else has been feeling very intense, I've just, and it's not like allergies and stuff. It's just, for me, it's ascension symptoms. But sometimes when you go, you swim down to the depth of a pool or whatever, right? The deeper you go, there's this pressure that builds. That's how I feel my head has felt for the last few days, couple days. And it's not terrible. I'm not sick and, nothing like that. It's just, for me, I think that there's just a lot of I know there is, but massive activations happening with our crown and our third eyes. Okay. And I don't know. I'm just wondering if anyone else is feeling head pressure, very sinusy, pressury, ears popping, stuff like that. Hi, Katie. Okay. So let's go for Katie. What does this person want to say that they have not said? Adam has head pressure. Yeah, see, I had a feeling. Yeah, it's it's gnarly. Today, what was it? Oh, my cat Sage. He all of a sudden out of nowhere, he started doing this. He's all of a sudden obsessed with opening the kitchen cupboard underneath my kitchen sink, and then he gets himself stuck in there, and I need to let him out because he can open it, but then he can't figure out how to get himself back out. So I had to bend down and open the, and as soon as I did, I was like, oh, but I've been feeling it, but yeah, it's intense. Yeah. See, yeah. So it's good because there's a lot happening, but it's also, it's like, frick, man. The awakening journey is not for the lighthearted or faint-hearted. We get it in all, emotionally, spiritually, physically. It's like, frick. All right. So for Katie, what do we got for Katie? Whoa, hello. I'm resisting my desire for you because it's too late now. We've grown apart and you have moved on. Okay. So take that for how it connects with you, love. But what I feel is, well, let's pull another one. What I feel is that this is, again, it's the lies that we tell ourselves to make ourselves feel better. Oh, it's too late anyways. We moved on. We've gone separate ways. I'm sure they would have never, right? It's that. We've grown apart and you've moved on. I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. I'm in love with you and I'm ready to take action. I want to build a beautiful life with you. Okay. This is what, whoever this is for you, this is what they fantasize about or think about or have thought about. And I don't know, it does feel like someone who feels sorry, but I also feel like this is someone who has a bad case of feeling sorry for themselves. They've got that woe is me type vibe. Or maybe that's where they've been. It's self-sabotaging. And then they regret it. And then they self-sabotage. And then they regret it. It's like that. Let's see. I'm in love with you and I'm ready to take action. I want to build a beautiful life with you. All right, so I'm going to pull on that. Because it's, they view you as the Queen of Cups. But see, there's the resistance, okay? So let me clarify. So there is deep emotion, dare I say love here, right? She's the Queen of Love. But they see you as this very loving, like kind-hearted, okay? But it is that where I block, I resist, I block, I push things away. Show me one more about action. 3 of Cups. Okay. And then 5 of Cups. All right. So if this is someone who, right, you connect to, obviously, right now I feel that they're in a, like they're trying to fight this off, or they have been, but there could be breakthrough energy here with the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. It's like, it's reunion. It's coming together. Okay. But that's based on their free will. If they keep, resisting, they could try to push things back further and further and further, right? But this is what underlying it all is, like what they think about or would desire. Okay, so I don't know, you'll know how it like connects with you and stuff like that. But yeah, it's I'm resisting my desire for you. This is literally a card of resistance. But then over here, I want to take action and I want to build a beautiful life and I want to reconcile and I'm in love with you. And I feel both are very true. So we shall see what happens incoming. I also feel like a protective energy here too. Like maybe they feel protective over you. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting here. All right. So again, like I always say, like we tap our hearts and we send love, because this is someone who's going through a struggle. It's a power struggle with themselves. All right. So, man, oh man. Yeah, bummed out because they've just, I don't know, like, what the situation is, but the Page of Pentacles is always like someone who's been wanting to send a message, but they don't. But they want to, but they don't. They think about it. They hold on to it, depending on what other energy I feel. But it's like that, okay? So could there be communication? Could there be breakthrough energy? For sure. I mean, you have the Queen of Cups and the 3 of Cups. But there's something that they're holding onto that's creating that resistance and defensiveness. All right. Okay, so that was for Katie. All right, and then number 10 is Liz Tori, and then number 11, Elaine, number 12, Amala. Poor Emily, my goodness. Here, let me help. Block. Okay. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, love. So, am I doing messages from a person? I feel like I am, but just let me know. Thank you. Spot on again. Yes. Awesome. Good, Katie. Good. And that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. You know, I don't care like how, you know, powerful of a psychic you are or energy, you know, this and that. 9 times out of 10, a reading is just confirmation for what you are already feeling intuitively. And I tell my clients all the time, like, trust that more than anything else, for sure. Okay? All right, so, okay, yes, please. Okay, you got it. 1 second, I'm gonna go grab my gum. My mouth, I'm trying to like drink water, but my mouth is like parched. It just happens when I talk. Okay, do I have it? No, I don't have it in here. Right back, hold on. Okay. All right, so let's get this person's energy right now towards you. Empress just showed up as I split the deck. They view you as a higher vibrational feminine energy. Basically, they know you're someone that doesn't put up with a bunch of shit. You've got self-love embodiment for sure. All right, here we go. All right, so right now I'm on Liz, number 10, and then I have 11, Elaine, 12, Amala, 13, Marianne, 14 is Alex, 15 is Alexandria, 16, Veronica, 17, Yolanda, 18, Lola, and then 19, Rebecca. All right, the moon. And then the Hierophant. This is, I don't know, like the situation, you know, between you and this person, but this is someone who's like very much like in the shadow, but there's also like the moon speaks of emotions, you know, deep emotion, in fact. Feelings, you know what I mean? But I keep them all hidden. I, you know, they're battling their own bullshit. That's what I want to say, okay? Like, again, take it how that connects with you, but that's what I feel. Shadow work. Interesting too, because I'm also getting a new day is dawning. This could be something that they're going through right now, and then there could be something that is wanting to be revealed to you. Woo, is what I want to say. You brought out the best in me. I came alive in your presence. All right, so I'm also getting the word activating, so I feel that maybe, you know, you guys were like activators for each other. you'll know. I don't know if meeting this person helped activate you more or sent you into a spiritual awakening. But it's just something highly activating that I'm picking up on their end. That's what I mean. It's like they're hiding it all, but it's like they know. Like I really felt this. I miss looking into your eyes and into your soul. Yeah. Letting you down was the worst decision I ever made. So however they, you know, they're disappointed within themselves, I can tell you that, for disappointing you or for whatever it is. Holding back, keeping things hidden, keeping you in the dark. Maybe when it comes to how they truly feel. Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So this person knows that you're someone like that, you know, you could have like a very stable thing with, or maybe you guys did at some point. You have the 11-11 here with the Four of Wands, but this is someone that deep down desires union. Okay. But they've got some trauma, like some deep stuff that makes them extremely afraid of being emotional. It could be from childhood. It could be past life stuff. It could be, you know, someone who broke their heart 10 years ago, you know, whatever the situation. But it's like almost like I have something good, or I had something good, but because of my own fear of emotions, right? Like I let it slip through my hands, like trying to hold, you know, like sand through the hands, you know, it's like that. Okay. So that is what I got, but there could be for sure, like something, like I said, maybe revealed here, you know, maybe over the next few months, or like 2-4 months. I don't know. It could always shift and change, but I do get like a strong desire to like have union or reunite or create like stability again. I don't know. But, but that is what I got, love. Let's see. Yeah, see, and the Ten of Pentacles is that it's very stable. Yeah. Self-sabotage. So I think we're going to start seeing this more and more and more. Like these masculines really seeing, like, you know, how they, through their own actions and decisions, or no, or, you know, their actions or their inactions, how they consistently self-sabotage and create things that create more resistance in their life. Okay. So there's something about like, divine realignment as well, is what I want to say. So it's almost like that I'm seeing the Tower card in my mind's eye. So I feel like that's it. I feel like there's, you know, it's destructive energy that this person could embody. But it's also like the universe is guiding and realigning. So things might be kind of shaky on their end or whatever. But it's like this safe space. Okay. So maybe you're that safe space. Like as things fall apart, or I feel this, that, and the other, and moving through the shadow, through the void, or whatever it is, you know, I consistently go back to her because that was a safe space. That was a loving space, you know, a kind, nurturing space, right? So take it how it connects, love, but that is what I got. They miss you. Miss looking to your eyes, into your soul. They felt like you brought out things within them that like no one else could, or no one else has. It just felt different, or feels different. You're very welcome. Hi, Elaine. Are you next, Elaine? Yes, you are. Yay. Okay. Now I'm hearing Jason Aldean. It's like one of my favorite Jason Aldean songs ever, but it's the song Staring at the Sun. She's like staring at the sun. She could easily blind someone. Other women I see none. She's like staring at the sun. She gets hold of you under your skin like a tattoo. All right, so that could be a sync for someone. Or maybe you guys may want to, if it connects, listen to the words of the song. But all right, so Elaine. All right. All right, messages from this person for Elaine. What? I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. And then bottom of the deck, I couldn't go against my family to be with you. This could be literally that. Like, it could be like their family didn't agree, or they just were insecure about certain things. It could be like, you know, the way they were raised, what their family thing is, you know, their dynamic, religious. But it just feels more like this felt different or whatever, but I couldn't go against my comfort zone, is what I want to say. I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. That's what I mean. I think that they have been feeling that lost type vibe. And I don't know what to do about it, so I don't do anything. I just do nothing. I just let more time go by, you know. Queen of Cups. How they view you is this energy here. Empathic, highly intuitive, you know, again, softness, kindness, things like that. And then the World card. You'll know, but I'm just sharing what's coming through. I don't know if there was like a third party interference or if this is just old wounds or what, but they're completing a big cycle here, connected to like karmic energies that have been very emotionally manipulative in their life. Could be their mother, it could be, right? But there's something about processing old like manipulative like emotions, like where they've been manipulated. Like, you know, it's almost like I wasn't always this closed off, or I wasn't always this shut down, but just, you know, experience after experience or deep conditioning, it closed me off emotionally, is what I want to say. Okay. Just want to see here. Judgment. Holy crap. So this person is going under judgment. They've been under judgment. They're experiencing some kind of judgment. Just, I mean, it could be in regards to like obviously you or the past, whatever. But it's just in general. The universe is saying it's time to buck up. It's time to change. And it's time to close out old cycles of how you've been and to release, okay? So this could be coming through very strongly where they're going through this or experiencing this, and you kind of come up as like that loving type energy, okay? So someone who thinks about you a lot, I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long, okay? So they could come in and communicate something here. I'll tell you one thing, it's something that this person thinks about. Whether, you know, you haven't talked to this person in 2 years, you know, it doesn't matter. But you'll know how it all like connects and you know, things like that. But yeah, see the Queen of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. So again, I don't know like who the karmic energies are around them or that have been around them, or if it's like a karmic wife or a partner, or again, it could be their mother. But something about the Queen of Wands where it just feels toxic to me. So I don't know. You'll know. Okay, yeah. See, so it's like there's a lot of shifts taking place in the 5D. So as things shift for them in the 3D, right, being under judgment, etc., it's time to close out cycles. It's it's very common for them to go back to the last person who brought them solace or who showed them like true, genuine, authentic, you know, compassion, which is you. So All right. Yeah. Don't worry, honey. It's very common. I have clients that they connect to people who, you know, they haven't heard from or spoke to in years or several years. But these kinds of dynamics, they go beyond that, way beyond that, the 3D, you know, constraints or whatever. So you could be picking up on things telepathically, energetically, that say exact opposite of what's happening in the actual 3D reality. So, okay. So I'm glad that connects. Okay, so let's see. So after Elaine is Amala, number 12. All right. Amala. All right, Amala, I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. I believe that. Let's see here. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. There's a difference between what they want to do and what they're actually going to do or are doing for, I'm going to say for maybe the time being. You know, I could always be wrong. There could be communication or something that happens, but I feel that they're battling with, like, it's almost like I know where I went wrong, but, you know, I don't want to, you know, hurt my ego by admitting that. Okay. So, but they could be like struggling with that. I feel that this is someone who's like, they feel it or whatever, but I feel that they're just, let's see what the tarot says, but I feel that it's almost like still kind of in this ego-y, like, you know, well, if we were to connect again or talk again, or, you know, like it's almost like they want you to come to them is what I want to say. They could be trying to manifest that. I don't know. You'll know. If you feel this person like really pulling on you, or, you know, sending you signs and syncs all the time, music, stuff like that. But then they don't do anything in the 3D. That's this. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I just won't admit it. But there's so much I haven't said. I need to tell you how I really feel. I think that's what they want. I do. I don't doubt that. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. There's the 9 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. It's exactly what I just said. It's like, I would like to talk to you, okay, in the 3D. And I think of like what it would be like to start maybe building or rebuild, working towards the 10 of Pentacles. But I'm scared because I'm stuck in my ego and devil energy. Okay. So this is like, again, like the truth of what they didn't say or would want to say, but they're still here in this like wounded warrior. I'm scared. I hide. I put walls up, you know, because of whatever, you know, but they're in this kind of energy. But see, they're nostalgic. They think of the past and things like that, right? I swear, these masculines. Okay, let me get one more. Let me get one more. And I think that's why a lot of divine feminines out there have a difficult time with, like, you know, forward movement and surrendering outcomes and stuff, like physically, because they feel this other person so strongly, energetically. But yet they don't do anything, which is, you know, so, you know, take it how it connects with you, love. But see, exactly. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. Okay. So, you know, whether this is literal memories that you guys made together, or if this is, you know, just them, you know, dreaming of what it would be like to have happy times, but it feels very, I mean, it is nostalgic. So yeah. All right. So, but that is what I have. Okay. So they, you know, I like it today, like doing these card pulls for you guys specifically with these messages, because there's a lot of admittance. They are admitting a lot through the cards that they have not admitted in the physical. Okay. You know, and just their free will, whether they ever do or not, they're letting you know, like, yeah, I felt that too. You're not crazy, you know, but, you know, so anyways, okay. So that is what I have for you, love. And right as I'm like ending this message for you too, Amala, I feel that you're one of the people, okay, today that, I mean, I don't feel, it's just coming through that there's another like soulmate kind of lingering around. So again, you could be seeing readings, confirmations, synchronicities, things like that, that might be telling you this, or you could be feeling it also. But I get that. Let me just see the energy around that for a new soulmate. It's been hidden. It's been hidden, but it's highly healing. It's something about divine timing. See, it's in divine timing, but there is some kind of soulmate that I can feel that has been hidden. Okay, so all right. Number 13, Marianne. Marianne's another one that I feel this other soulmate that just like is lingering around. Let's pull on that real quick, actually. Yep, there it is. Yep, there is. It's slow moving, but there's a calm water moving forward type vibe around a new soulmate. I'm telling you, they're coming in. I can feel it, but it's just moved slowly, and it's a very stable, solid kind of connection. And proving my point even more of what I feel. Look, hiding behind the 10 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. After that is the Lovers. See? It's some kind of like very beautiful love. Okay? Very healing. Archangel Raphael energy. For who? For the divine feminine, the Empress. I love that. Okay. So let's see here. It's funny too, because I know that these are like readings for like, you know, someone who from the past or something, or someone that you connect to on that level. But I feel that like something that's going to come through right now from here is a message from this person. Okay. Could be wrong. All right. Letting you down was the worst decision I ever made. Okay. So past person who maybe hurt you, or, there is some kind of regret here, but this is weird. Feels, I don't know that this is someone that you connect to in this lifetime yet. I have to be honest. I feel that this letting you down was the worst decision I ever made. I feel that this could be a message from this high soulmate who is coming through, you know, in the ethers and saying like, in past lives, you know, I hurt you, or I let you down, or this, that, or the other, you know, kind of like that is what I'm getting. Time has brought me clarity about us, and I made the wrong choices. So yeah, absolutely. Could this obviously be like someone that you connect to from the past? Absolutely. But I feel that this is someone who comes in and it's like new for you as far as meeting someone, but they come in and they are just they're different. It brings forth more of a healing vibe. They show up for you. And I think on a subconscious level, it's more the energy of like, I've met my person in this lifetime, and I feel this very strong connection to this person, whether they know about past lives or not, whatever. And they just show up and they treat you like a freaking empress that you are, the queen that you are, right? Because they know on a soul level deep down, whether they consciously know it, that you're someone that they don't want to lose, because maybe they've lost you before in past lives. Okay? that is my story and I'm sticking to it. That's what I feel. Okay. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. Again, could be someone from the past that you connect with. Absolutely. But I feel it very strongly. You can meet this person online maybe. Could be that. I don't know if it's like online dating, like a website like that, or if it's just like, you know, through social media, or, you know, obviously social media has become a massive way that people engage and meet. You know, you can, you know, be divinely guided to someone, or someone is being guided to you, where you don't even really know that you're being guided, right? Like it's just the universe like guiding people online to cross paths, you know? So, but that's what I feel for you. It could happen in real life, obviously, too. Like you meet this person, you go to the store or coffee shop, whatever. But I feel it could be something where it's like kind of out of nowhere, you know, and it's kind of like, hey, hi, you know, like that kind of a thing, okay? But definitely someone who shows up and they're, you know, it's just very healing. That's all I can say. But, okay, so take it how it connects with you, love. But I feel it very strongly. So, I'm like, don't shoot the messenger. So, okay. So, oh, thank you, Emily. Thank you so much, love. All right. So that was from Marianne. Okay. I'm like, I definitely would settle for a past life soulmate. For sure. Not settle, you guys know what I mean, but I've surrendered things up a long time ago. I'm totally open to calling in divine love, divine union with whomever is a frequency match to me, past life, whatever it is. I'm definitely not sitting around twiddling my thumb waiting on my twin flame. I already know that's right. Like we did what we were meant to do with each other. Like to activate each other, to bring healing to each other, to help, you know, whatever, right? But as far as the physical union part of it, which a twin flame journey is not really about, that's just like at the tippy top of the iceberg. It actually has nothing to do with like the romance and stuff. Yes, is it very passionate? Yes, you all these things, right? But it's actually more about coming into inner union, and then which magnetizes around, you know, divine union in the physical, okay? But I'm not holding breath for someone who has free will, choices in their daily life, right? Like I tap my heart and I send love and I pray for their healing and for their, you know, their journey and all the things back to self, right? But yeah, I just know too much of how these work to sit and hold my breath for that. So I've surrendered it up. And you guys, but the more you can do that and release physical attachment and outcome in that way, the more you'll feel the things probably circling back, for sure. All right, so hi, me too. I'm with Erica on that. It's funny. All right, so okay, so Alex is next. All right, and then after Alex is Alexandria, and then Veronica. Okay. So for Alex, since Alex is just more of like whatever comes through, let's see. Let's get a couple tarot. Let's get a tarot message. And then I'm going to get an Intuit Oracle card for you too. Let's see. Show me the incoming energies. All right. 10 of Cups. Okay, so again, what you think about, you bring about, right? So you're calling in, you're manifesting your 10 of Cups, Alex. And the universe is saying, you know, you're completing some kind of cycle here, but there is something coming towards you or into your life that brings emotional fulfillment. You know, the 10 of Cups is that, you know, it's happily ever after, it's emotional fulfillment. There's obviously a family here, children running around. There's, you know, it's soulmate energy. There's blissful energy here. So it's like that. So it's like, if that's what you are calling in, trust in that, because it's on its way. I think, you know, I know that you know, connect with like a couple people, but I feel this is new. The Strength card. It's a strong love. It's a strong love. And look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. Someone who's single and, you know, fulfilling their wishes on their own or whatever, right? Boom, in comes love. And then it creates the Ten of Cups. 10-10. 10-10 and 8-8-8 are probably going to be some strong syncs for what it is that you're calling in, as far as your manifestations go. Abundance, all of that, okay? Especially like 8-8-8. 88-8, 8-8-8, 7-7-7. Yeah, it feels very unexpected, to be honest with you. Yeah, the wine card came out. It's funny because it's number 4, and then you have number 4 here. All right, so the house. The house speaks of the home. It speaks of belonging, family, roots, legacy, stability, family, traditions, comfort, structure, shelter, boundaries. This is about, it's like something that's been developing maybe over time in the ethers, whatever, like fine wine. It's about alchemy, the good stuff, family legacy. It goes hand in hand with this 10 of Cups. And then you have 4-4. And then the King of Hearts energy. Okay, so it's something that's very emotionally fulfilling for you and whoever this other person is that's coming in. But this could be the one. Like, you could end up like really building a life with this person. 44 and 444 is going to be another one too, you know, but yeah, I like this. I like this. And these 9 cups too, it's about other wishes being fulfilled as well. Okay, so it's just like just keep standing in that strength, like stay in the heart space, just keep, again, trusting, right? Like, there's something that is being divinely orchestrated here. This could be something like, you know, you're sitting at home on a Saturday night and you're already in your, you know, you're already like relaxed in your pajamas and you're just done, you know, you've called it a night already, right? And then a friend calls you up and is like, hey, la 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 la, you know, come meet me, or come, you know, and you're just like, you know, and then you're like, oh, screw it, I'm just gonna go. That could be a divine moment. And this is just an example, but so I don't know. It just feels like it could happen like that. Literally just saw both those numbers. Yeah. So, and you know, you might even see, like, you know, it could be, I don't know, it could be anything, like how the universe talks to us. Like, you're driving on the freeway and you look up at a billboard and it's like something new love, you know. Could be like a perfume ad, right? So pay attention. I mean, I know you do, but like, it feels like there's communication possibly in regards to this for you. Okay, so 444 is on your odometer right now. And 44 on 2 license plates next to me. I believe it. I know, it's insanity. It's crazy. It's so cool the way that the universe speaks to us. So there you go. There you go. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So, okay. So that was for Alex. This could happen in February for you. I mean, I'm like pulling on like around you right now, but this also lingers out, right? As time is, it's fluid. It's not like how we here on Earth do it with our clocks. So it can linger out. And I feel that maybe, you know, even going into like the beginning part of March, you know, but we shall see. We shall see. I hope so. I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you. Okay. So after Alex is number 15, Alexandria. And then Veronica, Yolanda, Lola, and Rebecca. Okay, so Alexandria. Let's see. You're welcome, Alex. Hi, Alexandria. Are you wanting me to pull on love, Alexandria? Messages from a particular person? I'm pretty sure that's what you do want, but just to confirm. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right. All right. So for the person that Alexandria is connecting to, inquiring about, give us messages. All right. The thought of you as someone else drives me crazy. Oh, thank you. I know. Go Niners. I know. Thank you. This person, okay, I don't know what the deal is with you guys, but this person definitely, I feel like they have with this someone else drives me crazy. It's like, I'm getting a jealous streak, okay? This could be something that this person actually, maybe with past people, was something very karmic for them. Yeah, you can count on that. So it's like, this person feels like someone who's their own worst enemy, right? Which is a common theme for many of the masculine type energies out there. But anyways, it's like, I want you, but then I, you know, and the thought of you like moving on or being with someone else, like it brings up this like kind of jealousy type energy. But then at the same time, they don't come forward to claim anything or to speak anything, right? So it's very, right? But there's this, I feel it's kind of possessive. Like, I don't know who I said earlier where it's like, you know, you're mine even though I don't have you. Kind of that, you know? Like I feel like you're mine, but I don't, even though you're not mine per se, right? I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? And I do feel that. Like, it's almost like, right, like you wonder about them and what they're feeling. But at the same time, this person is like mirroring you on that, where they think of you. You know, they wonder about you. How do you feel? Insecure energy here is what I'm picking up on. Insecure. I think someone who knows like deep down, like you could, and I think that's a part of it was like a fear block of like, this person could do better than me. Even though maybe they put on an ego persona or King of Wands type energy. Like I said in the collective message where it's like, you know, they put on a facade, a front to the world where they're very confident and this and that and strong and right? Or whatever. But deep down, it's like a little, it's like a little boy or a little child, you know, where they're very, you know. Okay, so let me get one more here. And what does this say? Being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. Something is growing. Okay, and I think that's it. It's that, like, you know, it's like I said with the in the collective message of the lyrics from Unchained Melody, where he specifically says, "Are you still mine?" Okay. I feel loneliness on this person's end. I don't know if they have karmic energy around them, a partner, they date. I have no clue. I'm not really connecting to that. But what I do feel is loneliness. Just like so it's almost like, you know, do you think about me too? You know, are you still there? You know, even though they aren't actively doing anything right now, there's a lot of that, like probably pulling on you. You're probably getting a lot of signs, synchronicities, messages from this person That's how they speak to you telepathically, energetically. So let's see what the tarot has to say. But there's something about like the choices, the distance that has been happened or created. It's difficult. You might even be feeling that, you know, waves of sadness from this person, or waves of emotions from this person where you're feeling that too. All right. What is this person's intention in regards to all this at this time? Queen of Cups. See? Yeah, this is, again, multiple divine feminines today have shown up as the Queen of Cups or the Empress. All right. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. All right, so yeah, yep. That would make total sense. Okay. It could be emotional distance, right? Doesn't have to be physical distance. There's the ending there. Okay. And the Tower. And then the Sun card. I don't know what this person's deal is, but it's very back and forth. It's like, I feel all this stuff, okay? Probably strong past life ties, very intense. But they are, you know, advice, just let them do what they gotta do, okay? Because you don't want to be drug into their Tower moment, you know? Whether it's like an internal tower, or they're just, you know, feeling this breakdown of things, like let them work through it. Okay. They can't keep you in this like energy. That's just the advice, but you do what you always feel guided to do and called to do. Okay. The thought of you being with someone else drives me crazy. Yeah, get your shit together so you don't have to think about that. So, divorce issues, yeah, I felt that, like probably like past pain from, you know, things of that nature that send this person into Tower moments when it comes to getting close to being open, and then they go back, and then da, 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 da. So again, like I said, it's just like that's a cycle that, you know, if you're healing and you're rising up, like let that, you know, for me, it would be just like, let that person deal with what they got to deal with, you know? I don't know, maybe you pulling away and them losing you, you know, will, you know, help shift some things, but definitely not here to be someone's crutch as they, like, you know, are working through their own toxic issues and things, you know? So, which can be hard for feminines, you know, sometimes because they're, you know, they're very compassionate and loving and, you know, things like that. And you could probably see a higher version of this person and what they're capable of and the things that, you know, and it's like, I know there's feelings and emotions here and all the things, right? But it's gauging it on how this person shows up for you. How are they showing up for you and for this and for themselves? Are they, you know what I mean? Someone who's not showing up in a good way for themselves even, or they self-sabotage, or they do things, then how can someone give love to someone else if they're not even loving themselves, or haven't healed stuff that has created wounds of self-love where they lack self-love, right? So anyways, love, but yeah, agreed. Okay. It's, you know, sometimes when they have like these wounded masculine energies or whatever it is, right? Her ego, I don't know, whatever. They can sometimes become like, kind of like energy vampires, you know, where they want, like I said in the collective message, where they want someone who's more on a, you know, higher healed level to fix them, heal me, right? And it's like feminine energy is very loving and compassionate and all these things, nurturing, but we're not here to fix anybody. And we're not here to mother anybody that's not, you know, besides our own children. But we're not here to be like a mother to some masculine who can't get their shit together. You know what I mean? So I hope that things, you know, start to shift. But definitely, honey, definitely. Good for you. All right. So, hi, Veronica. Welcome in, love. Yay. All right. So, awesome. Oh, you're very welcome. You are actually next. Actually, after Alexandra, you're next, okay? So let's see. For Veronica. Veronica, since you're here, do you want messages of like from a specific person? I'll give it a second because there's usually like a delay for the comments. And then there's Yolanda after. I think Yolanda is still in here. And then Lola and Rebecca. I think that's it for today's list. Okay, cool. Got you, Veronica. I might go live over on Instagram for a little bit, maybe, if I'm feeling it. Oh, okay. So Jasmine MG. Okay. I will confirm that in just a moment. Ta-da. I'm sure it's there. All right, let's see. Jasmine. All right. Hold on one second. Jasmine is there. I saw some payments come down. So, hi Jasmine. I think it's the first time I read for you. So, Jasmine, you're number 20 today, okay? All right, so going back, let's go back. Okay, so Veronica. Veronica is who I'm tuning into right now. All right, so give me the energy, please, around this person. And what are they thinking and feeling when it comes to Veronica? I'm picking up on confusion. Okay. And I don't know what the situation is with you and this particular individual, but I'm getting like blindsided. So maybe you felt blindsided by their actions or something that happened. But I also feel like this person maybe felt blindsided by the connection of like, oh, I wasn't. An example would be, you know, a man meets a woman, right? And then he just thinks, oh, this is just going to be, you know, it's very passionate. It's just gonna be a fling. It's just gonna be a fling, you know? But then they actually connect with this person and it like blindsides them because they weren't expecting to fall in love. They weren't expecting to have all this other stuff, okay? So that's just an example. All right. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? Okay, so again, I don't know if it almost feels like unspoken stuff, right? Like where it's like there is a big curiosity, but it's like, do you think about me? Because, you know, I think about you. And it's almost like, am I crazy? Am I making this up? Like, you know, and it feels like someone who doesn't trust themselves or trust love. Okay. So again, I don't know like what the situation is, but this is just what I feel and what's coming through. Okay. So what did I say? I said, what I picked up on was confusion. I was seeing the word confusion in my mind's eye and I could feel it. Bottom of the deck says, I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. So this could be like, obviously it could be, you know, they're still feeling some confusion around this because I picked up on it immediately. But I think that this is someone who's been in a confused state, which maybe has made you confused. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. All right, so again, I don't know if you guys are in no contact, there's been no communication, but this is someone who it's that I'm confused, I don't know, you know, how to process what I feel, I don't know how to share what I feel, or maybe they shared to an extent, but then they kept a lot in. I'm also getting a lot of signs and synchronicities from this person, like they're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities, okay? So if you guys are in communication, they're getting signs and synchronicities about you, about this. Okay, if you're not in communication, same thing. All right, but you'll know how it is. All right, let me see. Yeah, see, they avoid. This is like, you know, it's like kind of it's a victim energy, like a victim mentality. Okay, but it's avoidance. Page of Cups, emotional immaturity, silence, Four of Swords. This could be someone who struggles with opening up because of like when they were younger. Something happened, maybe a trauma or a wound, heartbreak, sadness, maybe from childhood or young adult age. Feels like they want to communicate something though. See, there's the strength. All right, so let's see. You know, whether they do that, I don't know. And then, okay, so it's something about wanting to communicate something. But it's like they're moving slowly or moving back slowly towards you. But there is this deep desire of like moving to calmer waters. Even if it's something where you guys just get to talk or share or whatever the case, and you guys just get to move forward in your life knowing things, right? But I feel that the intention here is more like moving forward with you, with someone, okay? That is what I got. A lot of that energy is kind of showing up today. Like, this is what I want to do, and I think about it all the time, but I'm not doing it, or I'm moving very slowly towards it. I don't know, there could be something about 6 months or the last 6 months. I don't know. I'm just very drawn to the 6. Okay. So you let me know, love. Before I do... before I do Yolanda, I'm just going to very quickly run to the restroom. I almost made it all the way through the list. I'm down to like the last 4 people. So, all right, I will be right back. Okay. Okay, so Yolanda, as soon as I get back, I will be fast. Right back. And Yolanda, I'm assuming that you want some messages from someone that you connect to. So just let me know, love. Okay, cool. Exactly. All right. So you were already writing the message as I was getting that. Okay, cool. All right. Be right back. Okay. Ran a quick brush through my hair. All right. Okay. So what does this person want to say? I don't know what the situation is with you guys, but I'm hearing, like, I'm sorry I couldn't give you what you wanted. Okay, so that could connect, but that's just what's coming through right now. Let's see. Let's see. I've got that Jason Aldean's song running through my head. Oh, cancel. Oh, shit. Did I just block the wrong person? Oops. I know, I don't know who I just blocked. I thought I hit the right person, but okay. Yolanda, I feel that. Okay, yeah. All right. So, you know, and it feels, I mean, it feels like they kind of like maybe hold you on a pedestal, like where maybe they don't really show it, but they feel it. Like they respect you, like you're someone that, you know, they could really maybe see themselves with, stuff like that. Okay, but that's why I was doing these messages, because there's blocks that, and it's like, well, what's really going on in that heart of yours, you know? All right, for Yolanda. He has said that. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. It says, I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship that you deserve. Okay. But again, I will also say, like, at the same time, like you stay focused on your path, your journey, your healing, you know, things of that nature. But it is that it's about like, I don't like you deserve this, and I kind of know this and I feel this, but I just don't feel capable of you know what I mean? So again, holding you in a higher regard than they hold maybe other people from the past or that they've dated or whatever, right? So it's like I gotta like work on me to show up for you as well. I knew that you were right, but I couldn't admit it to myself or to you. Okay, so this is just an energy of like the things that they have held back, and it's like they're acknowledging like you were right about things maybe you said, or you're right about how I feel, you know, like maybe, you know, an example that would be like something like, you know, like, I know you love me, like I know that you care about me, you know, that's an example, but maybe that's real for you. And then it's like this person going, well, you were right, like I do, but I held back, I just couldn't, you know, open up to you in that way. See, exactly. There's a cherished energy. You were my best friend, and I cherished our friendship above all others. So it's like deep emotion, you know, things like that. But it's also friendship, which is very special. Most people, they don't know how to be friends with each other. You know, it's just all passion or all this. It's always like this weird imbalance, right? But it's like, it's kind of like when you have the best of both worlds, it's very special, right? All right. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. Okay. All right, let's see what tarot card wants to come out. And as I'm reading for people, like, even though these are certain songs that I've been channeling throughout this whole live, when I get to you and I start singing a tune like that, it's for you. There's a reason why I'm connecting to your energy, and then that starts playing. And that song specifically says, like, you know, he's basically talking about her light, her beauty, you know, and, you know, once she gets a hold of you, she'll be under your skin like a tattoo. She'll always be there. Okay. So for you, Yolanda, it's kind of like this person saying that, like, you got under my skin like a tattoo. This feels permanent, you know, but it's this, that, and the other. Okay. So Jason Aldean is the country singer, and the song is called Staring at the Sun. All right. This person is just in a mode of deep thinking. They're thinking about their future, their life, you know, probably things that they, you know, want to shift or change, regret, you know. But there's also this like setting the intention of things in your future too. Okay. And what I'm just, you know, again, I always guide everyone to say surrender up physical, you know, expectations and outcomes of other people. If you don't expect things from other people, you won't be disappointed a day in your life, right? Whoever it is. But it, you know, it feels like that it's someone who's wanting to shift things in the future, or how, you know, I'm getting like maybe the next couple months, but you know, that depends on someone's free will. Okay. So again, I always guide clients and people I read for, like, don't attach that, you know, oh, she said 2 months, and then 2 months pass by and it doesn't happen. And then you're disappointed. That is my point. So yeah, so just, you know, being in the flow and sending this person healing and white light and love, and, you know, but it's someone who, you know, wants to better themselves, or they want to better things, or they want to show up correctly, right? Or not at all is kind of what I want to say. Okay. All right. So that was for you, Londa. And Lola. Where's my pen? All right. Oh my goodness. I thought there was this little tiny spider crawling on the ground right here, but it was just a little piece of foot. But I was like, oh no, it's crawling towards me. It wasn't a spider. All right. So let's see here. You're very welcome, love. You're very welcome. Good thing you showed up, Kristen. See, that's why I said, I'm like, I don't, just remind me on the when I go live again. Okay, love, I got you. So you should have been like first on the list, but that's okay. See, I forget, but you'll be number. So I'm on. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So you'll be number 4. So I have 3 more people ahead of you. And then, and if you don't want to hang out and on the live and you just want to come back and watch the playback, you can do that too. All right. So, okay. So for Lola, la, 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 Lola. Oh wait, Lola's not on here. That's right. I was waiting to see Lola's comment. That's right. She's on Belgium time and in bed. All right. So let's see. For Lola, this person that she's connecting to, or that's on her mind, what would this person want to say? That one came up. All these fell down, face down. Not going to take those. I let my ego get in our way. I could not let go of my pride, but you saw right through me. You know the truth about me. Okay, so they are confirming whatever it is that you picked up on, felt, knew, intuitively, empathically. Like they're going like you're dead on. And they know that they messed this up or whatever, pulled away, messed things up. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. And I feel that very strongly. I don't know if you like talk to this person or like what the situation is, but I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? And I think this is something that is, for whatever reason, it's like surfacing, bubbling up, where maybe they've been thinking about this for a while. Like, you know, like I let my pride and my ego get in the way. Like, of course, you know, she's not going to trust me and and then they talk themselves out of it, and then they come back to it again, and they're like, you know, like, well, is it too late? Like, I wonder if I just did this, you know, if it would make a difference, or if okay, so there could be something happening here. See, I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you too much. Okay, so this person, I don't know who this is, but they weigh on you. They pull on you a lot. Letting you down was the worst decision I ever made. A lot of awareness, self-awareness happening here, which is good. I like that. That's for a lot of the divine masculines out there. They're becoming more aware of self, of, you know, again, how they self-sabotage, how they were stuck in the ego. They let pride get in their way, you know. They wanted their ego stroked, and, you know, these the divine unions that and counterparts that I connect to and pull on here on this channel. We don't stroke the ego. Karmic energies feed the ego. A true divine counterpart will feed your soul. Could be something about soul food. Or maybe just like cooking from the soul. I don't know. It's just coming through. I love, like, well, it's like Southern food, right? Like here in the States, it's Southern food, soul food. All right. Maybe you're a very good cook. Maybe you cooked for this person before and they, you know, I don't know. You know me. I just, whatever comes through, it comes out. All right. Queen of Swords. So like you cut this person out, you had to use your sword. This person, I feel that there could be some kind of like, you know, wanting to talk or communication. It may not be right this very moment. Maybe it's in February. I don't know. But it feels like this person's thinking a lot about that, okay? But they view you as the Queen of Swords, where they know you don't put up with stuff and you'll cut them out. And I think you probably already did that in the past. But it's also communication energy here. Yep, communication. There it is. 8 of Wands. Stuff flying from the ethers into the 3D. Again, this has to do with someone's free will and all that, right? But they know that, like, you know, could be why they held back. I don't know. Am I going to get the sword? I don't, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, take what connects with you, but that's what I'm getting here. I think someone wants to, I think someone's, you know, they were head over heart, or they've been head over heart, but I think they're just getting more in touch with their divine truth. You know, even if it's like not a reconciliation, even if it's just like, we have unspoken stuff. I need to say this. I need you to know, and you do what you want with it. It could be something like that too. You know, but I need you to know. Passionate communication though. All right. Okay, so that was for Lola. Like these people, these masculine energies or whoever that I'm connecting with today, man, they are exhausting. All right, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I need to just shut these because golden hour. All right. Okay. All right, so Rebecca. And then 21 is Kristen. Let me write that down. All right. Okay, and Rebecca. I might be going live on what's today? Sunday. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I have to look at my schedule for clients and stuff. But maybe I'll do another live with and do some more past life readings. They're fun. They're fun. All right, so let's get a tarot card, overall energy for Rebecca. I don't know if Rebecca is still on here. Emily blocking and putting people on timeout left and right. It's so funny. All right. I just saw something, whatever was timed out by Emily for 86,000 seconds. However long that is. Probably the 24 hours or more. That's funny. All right, here we go. For Rebecca. All right, so let's see here. Oof. Okay, we got the Five of Swords. False victory, deception, you know, feeling, it's almost like someone looking back and seeing their, you know, a mistake. You know what I mean? Like looking back and being like, oh gosh, like I hurt these people and, you know, now I have all these swords and I don't even feel good about it. Okay, so hang with me here. What's after that? Eight of Pentacles. You know, I'm for some reason I'm getting the word selfish, like someone who just was, it was like about like what they wanted to do, or just focusing on themselves. You know, maybe they worked a lot, maybe that was an excuse, you know, oh, I don't have time for this, you know, I don't have time to you know, be in a relationship or to have a, you know, I don't know, I'm just sharing what's coming through, but it's just, it's a self-serving energy for sure. All right, so let's see what this person would say. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. See, I said, I mean, that's a good thing to do, right? Like someone who just, you know, they're just trying to find their place in the world, right? But I said it was self-serving, and this is an energy where it's like all about me. Okay, but it's like they want to let you know, like, you know, like this is where I'm at. Like, you know I self-sabotage. I know I do this. I know, you know, this is like a false victory for them. Like they feel like they lost. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh, hello. The two just went like that. Okay. Exactly. See, I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. That's this. That's exactly what I was picking up on. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. There's the reflection. Okay, so I don't feel that they're like necessarily in this right this second, where I still feel a little bit of like this selfish kind of energy where it's, again, self-serving, where it's, you know, it would be someone who, like, you know, push you away and then you pull away and you're like, fine, like, you know, I'm gonna go another way then, and then they blame you like you left them. Does that make sense? It's a little kind of narcissistic, but it doesn't, not saying this person is a narcissist, but what I'm saying is it's almost like they maybe pushed things away, created like physical energy distance, emotional distance, and then maybe something happened and then they kind of blamed you. Like they look back and they're like, you know, but I feel like things, the way that I'm feeling it is like someone who's starting, will start having more enlightenment around all of this. Wanting a reconciliation, or at least very strongly thinking about it. There's a lot of masculines, clients, people I read for, where they do think of that. They think of like, you know, I would love to reconnect with this person. I would love to talk to this person. I would love to like be open and honest and vulnerable with this person. But then they don't do anything. They don't do anything about it. But in the energy, in their heart and soul and thoughts, they do. You know what I mean? So it's annoying to say the least for my people out there who are connected to someone like this. Let's just get one more on that. Okay, but they're letting you know, like I did something, and it's like it's not on you, you know. It really is on me. Knight of Swords. Someone who's impulsive. Someone who darts in, they dart out. They dart in, they dart out. They could be, you know, emotionally very disconnected or cold, but, you know, and I think what the incoming energy is here, yeah, see, Temperance. It's someone who thinks of charging in and communicating or messaging or something, or maybe they will be, but there's healing that needs to occur here first, and maybe this is where they're at already. And also a healing message, okay? But again, this depends on their free will. So, you know, all we do is tap our heart and we send them love, you know, wherever they're at on their journeys at this time. But I felt it from the beginning. This person looking back and feeling regretful over their actions and looking back and going, gosh, I was kind of a jerk. gosh, I was kind of selfish. Wow. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. So that is what I got for you, love. Okay. All right. See, again, I started singing that song, hearing it again as I'm wrapping up Rebecca's reading and then moving on to Jasmine's reading. Okay. So Jasmine, love, if you are here, and thank you to everyone who is, who's, just sharing on, hanging out, for all of you guys who got readings today. I mean, it's my pleasure to be here with you too, but now I just realized, I think it's my lash lifting, probably. Sometimes it doesn't look like it, but sometimes I get really like heated. Like I get hot, like heat flows through when I channel. So I can get like, sweaty, hot, like, I've gotten better at kind of like working with that, but still it just happens. It's just part of what happens physically to when you are pulling that much energy through. But I'm like glistening. Well, that is oil. I'm just kidding. But kind of not really. So Jasmine, love, if this is something, if you want me to connect to a certain person and get messages, though I feel that you do, but just let me know. And then Kristen's the last person. 21 people today. And it's crazy. Like I read for 21 people today and we're at 100. Well, on my end, it doesn't tell me exactly how long I've been on as far as hours go. It shows minutes. So it says 186 minutes and 36 seconds. So I don't even know how long that is, but, oh, well, I came on at 12. Okay. So I've been on for 3 hours, but you guys know me, like, I don't even usually have this many people on the list. I mean, sometimes I do, but I usually keep it around, 10 to 15 people, typically around 15 is the max, but I'll be on here for way longer. So I'm proud of myself. I'm doing a good job. Okay. Just looking for okay, perfect. All right. So let's see. Let's connect to the energy with the tarot first. I don't know what like the situation is, but I am getting like someone coming through. It's like the message is like, I just feel lost. Like I feel that. Like I just feel lost. Okay, so it could be lost about you and the situation and what to do about it, but it just kind of feels overall like they just feel lost, and a lot of people are feeling that way right now, especially this month and Pluto moving into Aquarius. I mean, everything that's been happening. So a lot of people are, feeling that in that way. Hi, Kaz. Yeah, love, if you want to get on the list, I'll take you. You're one of my regulars. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and send your payment over, love. And I'll write you down. You'll be next. Cause I'm, oh wait, no, you'll be 2 people. Wait, I'm reading for Jasmine and then I have Kristen and then I can add you. Yeah, the Leo moon energy burst. Yeah, the Leo full moon was intense, man. Intense. Okay, so anyways, going back to Jasmine. So I'm not sure if that connects, love, but that's just what I was receiving, okay? Someone who just feels a little, lost in life or like I just kind of, don't know where to go next, or I don't know what to do about this, or you know what I mean? Just feels like they're working through something. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys are in contact, if you pick up on this, but that's just what's coming through for me. Maybe you're feeling that way too. You know what I mean? You have the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. Typically this is very, very good energy, right? Wish fulfillment. I think someone feels that way. Like, like meeting you was a blessing, or you, you know, coming into their life. But the Three of, I don't know why, I'm not, let's see what's after that. Knight of Pentacles. It just feels like someone who's just like waiting. They're just like at a standstill. They're just waiting. Maybe this is someone, maybe they're waiting for you to do something or to pick up some pieces here. Okay, good. So that, you know, like I said, if I was just like to read the cards and the meanings of the cards, I would be like, oh, there's ships arriving for you, Jasmine, and this person and wishes being fulfilled and da-da-da-da-da, right? This is not the case. This is someone who feels that. They pick up on that. They feel like, you know, but they're standing, just, they're not doing anything. All right. So exactly. Proving my whole point here right now. Four Pentacles. So it's like someone who's holding on to you. Okay. Like they haven't fully let go. Little white feather floating around. White feathers can be significant for you as well. Anyways, but they're holding back. They hold back. So you might feel this person like still holding on to your energy. Like they haven't really fully, like they haven't let you go. It's almost like, okay, it's like the, you know, tale as old as time. Like it's over, but it's not really over. Okay. So that could be like what they're holding on to as well. And you could be feeling that, which can be frustrating, you know, if you're in your position. So let's see what they want to say or what they would say. But I'll tell you one thing, they haven't fully let go of this, but they are holding back, but they view you as, you know, like, you know, a wish fulfillment. That's what I mean. They're just standing there. They're not doing anything. Which I know is probably not what you want to hear. But I'm an honest reader. You know, I have to share what comes through. That's probably like working with my clients and doing it and stuff. Like sometimes it's, you know, you have to, you know, I think you already know this, by the way, but you know, sometimes you have to share the truth, right? What comes through. Like I said, if I was a fluff reader, I would have said that, you know, oh, it's a wish fulfillment. Yeah, this person is setting the intention to come forward and, you know. See, exactly. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart, okay? So it's like they're holding on. They still have a lot of emotion, but they're just standing at a standstill, okay? I mean, I do think with the Three of Wands, it's like, you know, they think a lot of maybe, you know, creating some type of movement, but something is keeping them frozen. All right, but you're not crazy or nothing, because this person is holding very tightly onto your energy. They haven't let go. And I think this is their excuses, you know, oh, I did this, I did that, you know, my feelings don't change. Like even though time goes on or however long it's been, whatever the case, but I know that this person won't trust me. Okay. But it's a lie. It's what they tell themselves to stay here. You know, the only way that they would fully know that is if they came forward and talked to you and found out, you know, where you're at. Right. So, oh my God. See, everything I always say is for a reason. Everything. What did I say was coming through so strongly before I even pulled cards? I said, this person is just coming through to me and their higher self, their energy, whatever. And they're just feeling lost. This is someone who feels lost. And when we feel lost, we tend to freeze up. We go like this, right? Until we start healing and doing the work. And then we don't let that hold us back anymore. We start wielding that pain and we turn it to our power. So there's what this person is at right now. They're trying to figure things out. But I said they felt lost. They feel lost. The last message here for you. I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. See? Huge confirmation about that right now. Massive confirmation about that. So, you know, this is where they're at, and this is what they want you to know. Like, I'm feeling lost and I just don't know what to do, so I do nothing. You know? So, yes, exactly. Yes, and it is. I know, frustrating. I know it could be frustrating. Absolutely, for sure. That's what probably 95% of my clients, it's that energy of like, Like I feel it, and I can feel them holding on, and I know all these things, and I'm getting all these signs, and I'm getting music, and they keep showing up, and I see their name everywhere, and I'm getting, you know, their life path number and their birth date and special numbers and da-da-da-da. But nothing's happening in the 3D, right? So I totally get it. But it's like the feminine just keeps rising and keeps healing, right? So let's see. Let's just see what this person's intention is. Like, what is like their intention in the incoming energy of what they would want to take, what they would want to do. Okay. What this person is thinking of while they're stuck in a freeze mode. I'm hearing this song. I don't know who sings it. Am I standing still? That's all I'm hearing. Because it's like they're at a standstill. Hey, if they're in a standstill, that means even though they're feeling lost, even though it means that there's something happening. They're starting to see things or feel things, and you know, it's like I got to change something here. I got to get myself out of this mode. Give me one more. Incoming energies. What kind of action would they want to take? My nose is itching like crazy. The freaking Lovers and the World card. What they would want to do and what might be coming in, closing out a cycle and making choices from the heart, the universe, the angels, God's source itself showing up and going, hey, buddy, get out of your own way. It's time to close out some old chapters, old cycles, old ways of living, being, doing, thinking, and then boom. So, you know, that's a good sign, but don't hold on to this, right? Because they have free will. So we have to always take it with that grain of salt. But this is what the universe itself is showing up. 2 major arcana is the most powerful card you could have, saying this person is in a free state, okay? But they are going through and closing out cycles. That's what's meant to happen. And then they start making choices from the heart instead of the head. Okay. So that is what I have, love. All right. So it was good. It was nice to read for you, Jasmine. I don't know if I've read for you before, but I feel like this is like my first time reading for you, but I could be wrong. So thank you and welcome. And I hope to see you back again. Okay, so let's see here. Kristen C, and then Cass. All right. And Kristen, love, are you still in here? Am I pulling on love or messages from a specific person? Oh, you're very welcome, Rebecca. I'm glad that it connected. I'm glad that it connected. It's not easy channeling someone else's energy and tapping into this stuff, you know? I mean, you know, I could easily, you know, get laughed at because people could go, that's not my story at all. But honestly, I've read for thousands of people at this point over the last several years since I started my business and have been here on YouTube. It'll be 3 years in May since I started the channel, but like, I think there's been twice out of all the people I read for where someone battled, like, and it was a battle because it just wasn't what they wanted to hear. But then I like got messages from those people like months later, and everything I said, it was exact. And they actually apologized to me, and it was fine. You know me, I'm not like holding a grudge or nothing. And I was just like, good, I'm glad that you got confirmation, and it's okay. There's nothing to forgive. But that's the only time. Other than that, everyone's always like, you know, but it can be challenging for sure, you know. So thank you guys for giving me confirmation, because it always helps. It always makes me feel like, okay, it is your first time. Awesome. And thank you, Emily, for helping Jasmine to set up her reading. Thank you, love. I know it is. Sometimes it is. It's hard to hear. And like, I hate being the one to like channel stuff too, that like sometimes is like, ugh, you know, I'm sorry. You know, but it's just like, don't shoot the messenger. But you know, it goes with the territory, right? All right. So, okay. Okay, Kristen. Yes, please. Okay, sweet. All right. So let me go ahead and channel really quickly this with some tarot for Kristen, please. And then Kaz. Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah. I mean, I have to say what, you know, obviously comes through. Otherwise I'd be a liar. I'd be deceptive, you know, and there are deceptive readers out there for sure. they just, you know, or they don't pick up fully on like the real energy of things, you know, which is not their fault or nothing, but you know, so they might be, like I just said to Jasmine, like reading cards, like 9 of Cups, 3 of Wands. If you were just reading the what those cards mean, it would be a very positive thing, right? But it wasn't. I felt it very off. So yeah, thank you guys for being so appreciative. I appreciate you too. All right, so Kristen, I'm gonna get to you right this second, love, but I'm Kaz, if you're still in here, love, Kaz B, if there's something specific you want me to pull on, just let me know. Okay, all right, for Kristen, please. I don't know what this means, but it's just like coming through, Kristen, like it says, you've been on this journey for a while. So it must be what, you know, what's coming through is like you've been maybe connecting, dealing maybe with this person for a while, which is very normal, but it's just, I don't know why. It's just an acknowledgement of it. I don't know why it's specific, like what's significant about it, but maybe just confirmation. All right. So give me the energy, please, from this person towards this connection and Kristen. You know, and I did split the deck a moment ago, even though I wasn't fully connecting with your energy yet or reading for you. But I think it was important, the fact that I split the deck on the 7 of Swords. It's a runner type vibe. It's someone who, you know, they, again, kind of self-serving at the same time. And that's kind of what I get. Page of Wands, Page of Cups, 2 pages. This is like the curious page, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting as curiosity. Like, it's like, oh, I wonder, you know, like, what would happen if I did say this, or if I communicated or messaged, or, you know, whatever the case is. You know, I don't know that you guys are not in contact, or if you do communicate, but it feels very distant to me energetically, but it could be physically, energetically, emotionally. But I just feel the distance. So there's like this curiosity of like, I wonder if I did just reach out, or if I did just say something, what would happen? Okay. He is a runner. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else comes through before I open my big mouth. Because I'm kind of getting with that Page of Cups that like this could be someone who's maybe even practicing or thinking about like what they would say. Okay. This doesn't mean that they'll do it, right? This is a page. It's not Major Arcana. It's not a king or emperor. But I just feel there's this like very, you know, it's a very curious page. We'll say that. The Adventurer. Ooh. Yeah, see, exactly. These just flipped out in my hand together. The Queen of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles. Someone who's been a lack energy. Someone who might feel out in the cold. Viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if there's maybe a third party, or if this person was maybe in a relationship, or married to someone or something like that. Sometimes I get that with this, but it doesn't have to be. So if it's not, don't think, oh my gosh, you know. It's just someone who feels out in the cold and they're very curious. I wonder if I did this and sent maybe a message or communicated something. Okay, so there is a third party. Okay, yeah. See, I don't say it unless I feel it, but it doesn't mean that, you know, sometimes it's just like maybe from a past person. Okay. So this could also represent someone who's curious about maybe, you know, what their life, it's almost like reevaluating your life. Maybe putting a third party out in the cold. I can just tell you that this person is thinking a lot. They're thinking a lot. That's, you know, curiosity about maybe their life, future. What if I had done this? What if I do this? You know. Okay, but it does feels like a teeter-totter. Feels like a teeter-totter, where it's like, I feel like they're leaning a little bit more to one side, which speaks of like, you know, coming out of the cold, or maybe communicating something maybe not today or tomorrow, but maybe in the not too far future. But also like thinking maybe about like, well, if I was to do this, if I was to like go in a new direction, then I have to, you know, I have to take action. I have to put such and such out in the cold. I have to, you know, I have to step up and lead. I have to do all the work. You know what I mean? So it just feels like they're doing a lot of thinking. See, because they're not happy. This is someone who is not happy. They are emotionally drained. This is something that, you know, I don't know the gist of it all, right? Like, but it just feels like there's not emotional fulfillment. This is someone who feels regretful about decisions, choices, you know, and I think a lot of that like curiosity and the thinking and stuff is about probably you, okay? See, the Death card and the Five of Cups, I'm telling you, it's someone who's either going through a death in a death cycle where things need to end, major arcana, and then to have a rebirth, or it's someone who's thinking a lot about that. You can't fake it till you make it anymore. Not in this new age, not in Pluto and Aquarius, not in 2024. We were already feeling it in 2023. But this year and moving forward, like if you're a masculine type energy where you've been very much in the ego, you've stayed in comfort zones, you've been in situations that are very toxic, not good for you, and this goes for all of us, right? We are there. It's being broken down. We are being forcefully moved, and we always have free will. But if you resist, like a year, 2, 3 years ago, going back, you could resist. There was more of the energy of like, well, I could just keep resisting, faking it till I make it. But the universe is not playing anymore. This earth is rising. We are rising. So this goes hand in hand with that. See? Creating endings of where they've been stuck. And then proving my point even more after the Hangman is the King of Pentacles. See? Where I've been stuck. I'm doing a lot of thinking. I'm curious. Whatever. You know, about what it would be like if I did create an ending, or if I did, you know, and this also speaks of change and transformation. So something is transforming within this person, okay? Depending on their ego, how stubborn they are, whatever, they can keep trying to resist, but something is being broken down and I can feel it. Okay? And then the Fool card, yeah, see, about, you know, wanting new beginnings, new adventures, and then here, boom, this is where this person is at on a daily basis, or maybe not 24/7 all the time, but yeah. Okay, you can only live in that kind of energy for so long, all right? You're either going to lose your damn mind, or you're going to create the change you need to get yourself out of that. So let's just get a message, please. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. All right, so you might be feeling like this person maybe pulls on you a lot as well. Again, lots of signs, synchronicities, things like that. Okay. So like on a soul level or in the heart space or whatever, that's how they feel. You know what I mean? See, I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. I don't know if you guys were actually ever like together where there was an actual breakup. But it's just like when we went separate ways, when we disconnected last time, you know, since the last time we spoke, you know, it's just like, I feel like I abandoned, you know, you, I feel like I abandoned myself in life. You know, I feel like I've been making the wrong choices. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. See, and that's the pressure that builds. And then it gets to a point where they're just like, you know what, I can't take it anymore. Maybe they just need to speak a truth to you. And maybe you guys don't ever end up together. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying like, it just feels like a pressure that builds. Okay, like a pressure cooker. And it's just like they can't take it anymore. They at least have to say something, or maybe setting the intention to do that. Okay? But that is what I have for you, love, okay? Whether they will do it, time will tell. Time will tell. But that's what I was getting, like, just like this curious, like just, like I'm just thinking a lot about, well, what would life look like if I did this? And how could I do this? And, you know, the adventurer page is very much, you know, goes on adventures, you know? So, all right. So you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. So, Kaz. I don't know. Kaz was in here. Oh, that's right. Nothing specific, just whatever. Okay, cool. Well, in that case, let's do some Intuit Oracle for cats. I'm just like looking at like all my decks back here and like on my desk and stuff, and I'm like, which other one? Oh, you know what? I'll pull a Moonology card, Oracle card too. I just want to see. All right, so what comes through, please? What needs to come through? The horse or the stallion and the stalemate. And then the sun. So the stallion speaks of like a wild versus a tame energy, right? Like a wild stallion, breaking free, strong emotions, desires, driving force, sexual energy, freedom, unleash the inner beast. This feels like something charging into your life or maybe around you, or, you know, where it brings in a lot of strong passion, desire, strong emotions, maybe after a time of, you know, of blockages and things like that when it comes to like, you know, passionate energy for you, or in, you know, and this could be like your own passions within as well, like creativity, you know, just feeling passionate about life again, stuff like that. Okay. Whatever this is, I know it's the stalemate card. I mean, it could be a stalemate. I don't know, but it's just, it's blocked. It's a blocked energy. It speaks of delays. Things just aren't moving. Okay. But then all of a sudden things just like pick up speed. Okay. So again, this is general. So it could be in a lot of different ways. Whatever runs through your mind, whatever hits you intuitively as I say this, that's going to be your answer. Whether it be, you know, love, partnership, union, you know, just passions rising back up where you're just feeling like, I want to create, I want to do something, I want to, you know, stuff like that. Okay. So let's see what else. Ooh. The falcon, it speaks of like a transition and changes happening. Your higher self, skills, focus, ability. It's about rising above. So it's like you've been rising above like a lot of stuff, okay? Like this has been a time of like change, transition for you, and you've been rising above, you're still rising above, and then I just feel like it's almost like things just start like happening or just like flowing in after time of like it feeling very stuck or plateaued, okay? So I may not be articulating that in the best way, but that's how I'm feeling it. It's just like, man, like, you know, when are things going to start picking up or pick back up, or when are things going to start moving, or when are things going to happen? It's kind of like that. And then it's like, boom, they do. Let me get one more in regards to that. I mean, this could literally be about a stalemate. Someone who, you know, has been blocked and not making moves and stuff. See, it's great stability. Okay. So there's things coming in that are long lasting here for you. That's what Spirit wants you to know. That's what the universe wants you to know. There's more stability. You've been persevering, you know, you've been, you know, doing all the, you know, all the right things, like, you know, as far as like healing work and maybe old cycles and cutting ties and, you know, rising above the fray, if you want to say that. But it's about like your willpower and how this pays off for you in the incoming energy. Stuff that brings you more stability, things that are going to last in your life for a long time, whether that be, you know, a relationship, you know, pay raise at work, you know, new opportunities. It's just stuff that brings stability, a groundedness. Sorry, I just have to get my my Moonology oracle. Okay. All right. So what else for the incoming? Maybe things have not felt so stable, you know? A lot of people are feeling like instability, or have, or you know what I mean? And I just feel like, I just feel like it's like, like both feet on the ground. Like, I've got this, like good things are finally starting to happen, show up. It's like that. Work through your fears, the new moon in Scorpio. Okay. So that could be a message for you. Stuff that might come up, you know, old fear patterns, illusions, things like that. Okay, but it's a new moon. It speaks of new beginnings. I think this is where you've been. I think that's what you've been working through. Scorpio energy is, you know, transformative. Death and rebirth, all that. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Okay, so for me, what I'm getting with this green, it's like the heart chakra. I feel like your heart is going to start, like things are going to start coming in that fill your heart even more. Bring more healing. You know what I mean? But coming into this place of like being deserving and like what I deserve and I am good enough and all the things. And I don't know like what your situation is necessarily with like romance, but I kind of feel that like, it's like the universe is letting you know, like, yeah, there's love coming in, or there's something happening here, but, you know, work through any fear around that. Like, release it, let it go, and then boom, something just, it's like, I'm just seeing like the heart expanding. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Be bold and make the first move. All right, this could be someone making a bold move towards you. I don't know. Past person, new person, I don't know. I think it feels new, but all right. So let's see. And let me get one more. Let's do some tarot. All right. I'm also getting like R&R, like rest and relaxation. Okay, like taking time for yourself to, you know, don't overexert your energy. Feeling stuck for some time and now things feel like they're moving. So for example, promotion opportunity has come up for work, which I'm applying for and hoping romance will also. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So, and I feel that's with this, like, you are good enough and work through your fears, okay? It's like the universe is going, be bold, make the first move, go for it. If there's that opening, go for it and believe in yourself that you're good enough. Don't let fear, okay? Don't put fear into that manifestation. Like, I am worthy, I deserve this, I will get this, you know, and feed it that energy, okay? But it's also in regards to other things, like I said. All right, there's an influx energy for you. I can feel it. It's like I said, things feeling just kind of like a plateau, like, you know, and then just things start getting better. And don't worry about, you know, how all these things will happen or how they'll, you know, just trust the universe. The universe is just letting you know. It's happening. It's coming, right? All right. The cardinal moon too, be bold and make the first move. Cardinal signs are the leadership type energy signs, okay? Think of Aries and Libra, etc., right? They start a season. Aries starts off a season. It's the first, you know, sign in the, you know, the lineup of the zodiacs, right? We always start with Aries. It's the, right? And then we end with Pisces. There's something beginning. There's big, like big beginnings. Cardinals, the cardinal bird, cardinals, they could be relevant too. I don't know why that's just coming through. Six of Cups, yeah, there's a past life soulmate here. All right, there's all the things here, and then the wheel turning in your favor. Okay, so trust in that. Trust in that. All right, this is a beautiful energy. Queen of Swords, yeah. Yeah, but see, you've had to, but this is like, you've been realigned. You've had to go through these towers. You've had to go through all this stuff, and it's built you more into the warrior, okay? I like this. I resonate. All right. So you've just been being realigned, you know? It's like loading. It's just like this realignment, right? Even though it sucks at times. but the universe is letting you know, like, it's the wheel turning in your favor. All right. So that is what I got. I don't know if this past life energy is someone that you already know or not, but it's strong past life soulmate, obviously. But you'll know. Really? Oh my gosh, how funny. Every time I read for you, I get the Wheel of Fortune. Well, that just shows the consistency of the message, you know, of the energy. You know what I mean? If like the same kind of cards keep coming up in readings, definitely letting you know that, yeah, the wheel is in fact turning. So that is what I have for you, love. So that is what I have for everybody. So yes, yeah, awesome, cool. Thank you guys all for being here. Like I see it. I hope everyone has a good day, morning, evening, night. I am going to decompress for a minute and probably maybe go live for a little bit over on Instagram. I don't know. I need to go show love over on Instagram. I feel bad. There's a collective over there too. Not like YouTube, but I need to show some presence. So you're very welcome, love. You're very welcome. I will be working on zodiacs over the next few days for the first week, 2 weeks of February. You know, the energy kind of carries out. So you can expect those. And what else? I don't know. Might go live, like I said, in a couple days and do past life messages for you guys. I did them, last week, and that was really fun. I can't take as many people on those readings, you know, because the intensity of like just connecting and stuff, like I don't know what it is, but it takes a lot more out of me to read that. Because I'm full, like I'm channeling here, but I also am incorporating the cards and stuff. But with past life messages, it's just like full on connecting. And then I'll, you know, pull some past life or, you know, try to back it up or whatever. But anyway, so thank you, loves. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Well, it's nighttime for me, or almost nighttime. And thank you. Bye. How do I end this? Oh, there we go. They moved the arrow or the X. And Emily, love, thank you for today. We will talk because I appreciate this a lot. A lot. And you did wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay. So anyways, all right. Love you guys. Oh, and I'm ending the live at 222 minutes. So I've been on for 222 minutes. I love it. Perfect. All right. Bye.